Hello, everybody. This is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free, and today we are playing a game of Cyberpunk RED under the title New Amsterdam. This is our session 0, and before we start, I would like to give you guys a little bit of a content warning. Cyberpunk has historically and always been a medium that tries to talk about very big subjects, poverty, politics, race, gender, intersectionality, all of that. Capitalism, communism, all that shit. So I feel I would be doing a disservice if I did not put in my own flair on that. There will be heavy themes, there will be heavy topics, but we are all going to be handling them maturely, and we are going to be trying to give them as much due respect as possible. I know preparation, I have spent many hours making sure that I feel comfortable with what I'm running and the stories I want to put forward, and I put absolute trust in my players to handle these well as well. With that content warning out of the way, though, and just to say, content warning, mature themes. Anyway, with that out of the way, welcome to New Amsterdam. You know, we get a shot, right? It's an overhead shot. It's kind of a guy who's kind of hunched and he's grabbing something off a table. Moves his way into under a light, and we get a close up. He goes, "Hey, Choom, you said it yourself. This city's a drug. I mean, whether you're stuck on clubbing, nature, red light, or running, this place has everything. Stack it up to the tippy top with the big dog corpos, or slim it on the bottom with the lowlifes. This place has everything for the modern gong to cut their teeth on, and then some." And we maybe hear like a groan of just like, sorry. Why am I saying all this? Advertisement ship. Goddamn Panopticon. And like he kind of flings back and he's like, I mean, Panopticon is a fantastic corporation that offers rehabilitation under our terms. Oh shit. Did I nick an artery? And we kind of get the shot, and it shows that the guy that this guy's talking to is on a table. His jacket is ripped open, and there's just like blood kind of like leaking out. And he's like, well, I mean, when volts go through you, you might as well lose a steady hand, right? It's just a stab wound. It's not like your job went two tits up, eh? I mean, as long as you're breathing out here, there's a canal you can crawl into until heat blows over. Unless you pissed off the rats, that is. And he takes like an air hypo and just slams it in the guy's chest, and he goes, "No!" And he's like, quit bitching. You'll be good as new in a couple hours. And kind of shrugs, and the guy's kind of moaning. Looks through a little packet of pills and pulls one out and goes, You want a light bright to ease you over? I swear these are the good ones. They're the ones from Twilight. And we cut there to a screen. Big shiny neo-future style letters. New Amsterdam. So, New Amsterdam is a city in my own fictional timeline of Amsterdam, if the corpos took over and it became a megacity. There are many neighborhoods, gangs, corporations, all sorts of shit for everyone to play with and explore, and I guarantee you we will not hit all of it, and that is fine by me. But this is basically going to be a sandbox, long-term, potentially legacy game. So I have ambitions for this one. So let's start by getting to know our players. You know them, you love them. Let's start with Gunner.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith, or Gunner, or whatever the hell you want to call me. Just don't call me that guy. What do I need to talk about again?
I don't know. I just kind of flung it to that. Sorry,
Well,
I needed a moment to eat some of my granola bar.
No worries. Well, in that case, I can tell you that I am, in fact, in this game, and did lots of other games here on the channel. Maybe too many, but that's a problem for, like, future Gunner. So yeah. But
actually,
what's that?
You know what? I do have one thing that I want everyone around the table whenever they come up to give me, and that's a touchstone. For those of you that don't know what touchstones are, these are basically pieces of media that you feel the setting is good with or inspired by. Like, for instance, someone could say Blade Runner, right? Or something along those lines. And that's a great touchstone for Cyberpunk. So kind of, and it doesn't have to be a Cyberpunk theme. It could just be something that thematically feels similar to something you would want out of this game or something that you see coming out of this game.
Hmm. So you want a touchstone from me, huh?
Yar.
Fuck. What? Something I want to see out of this game? Well, considering my character is who he is, I would. Well, it's probably gonna happen sooner or later. But there's going to be probably quite a bit of like gang intrigue, I imagine. I'm thinking The Godfather.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is very true and very true to your character. I like that.
Yes.
Next, let's go down the line. Scott, introduce yourself and give us a touchstone.
Okay, wait, what? I'm Scott. I'm new to this whole cyberpunk thing, and I'm learning, but it's coming together. Um, well, I don't know. Whatever you called it, the little program synopsis thing.
Mhm.
Touchstone.
Mhm.
Touchstone, that's what it is.
Mhm.
So, no, this dude wants knowledge.
Mm.
That's what he cared, gaining knowledge, you know. He
Mm.
came he came from a big corporate family and then got kicked out somehow. And he's like, I haven't thought about how he got kicked out yet. I'm still working on that in my head. But he thought, you know, fixing people, making them feel better, tech wise or medicine wise, can help build up his reputation in the city so that he can rise up, maybe.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Um, so maybe some kind of like rags to richesy kind of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's from rich to rag to back to rich.
Right. I gotcha. Okay. Right on. Okay. Next, let's go, Computer King.
Hello, I'm Computer King, the supervillain of streaming, and my pronouns are he, him, or that supervillain. So, need a touchstone, and going with my character's idea. Well, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai.
Hell yeah. I noticed you had that ghost dog picture.
Yeah, that's my
Hmm.
character.
Hell yeah. I can totally fucking rock with that. I love that movie. Um, all right. Awesome. Let's move on to Brian.
Oh, yes, I'm Brian. I'm supposedly going to be the net person of this group. Um, yeah, touchstone wise, I'm thinking like Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. That's a
Yeah,
definite that's one that I don't think I've had much experience with. I know about it and seen a little bit, but yeah.
yeah. Well, I watched it when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to do some research, but
Yeah,
I'm definitely hyped because I love cyberpunk and sci-fi media, so hell yeah.
yeah, like that or any of the Gibson novels.
Mm. Right. I got you.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
all back to the beginning of this genre.
Like some neuromancer or something like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you. Okay. Next, James.
Hello, friendolas. My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart, and you can see me all over this place. Not as much as you used to, but I'm happy with that. As for touchstones, considering I'm playing someone who grew up in a gang, this might be a little out there for a cyberpunk setting, but maybe The Outsiders?
No, that's totally not. I mean, like the family kind of aspect of the Outsiders, like that found family kind of vibe, totally fits within like a cyberpunk vibe.
Though a much darker and twisted version of it, I assume, because this setting is
Hmm.
much more about how gangs really aren't your family.
True. However, we might question some of that as we go along.
We're gonna
But
say.
yeah. There's a lot of themes of some bad gang shit going on. And let's move on finally to Daniel.
What up, Daniel, or Zassy McNasty 69? And you know, in a world where everyone's trying to be perfect and only the wealthiest can truly be that way, I think that's a shitty ass system. And I Gattaca.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking A plus.
Mm.
All right. Excellent. So, now that we've kind of introduced everybody, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Starting off making our characters. Everyone, I know some people started beforehand. I don't know if everyone started beforehand. But you should have. Hold on, let me get myself a blank character sheet so I can kind of do this alongside you guys.
I was going to say, Mike, actually, those 4 skill points are actually incorporated into the skill point remaining calculator.
Oh,
so no,
they
it should
are?
be 60
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
I did not know that.
We figured that out real fast because we're like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was getting real confused. All right, I'm gonna have to pop some things out of a few places.
Yeah, your
get
NPCs
that
will just
4.
have 4 extra skill points. I'm not going back.
You're good.
Yeah, so yeah, you should have a certain amount. You should have, what is it, 62 stat points. You cannot have a stat that is lower than 2. You cannot have a stat that is above 8. When going through your stats, intelligence has to do with your education and your just like natural kind of intelligence. Reflex is your, let's see, it's like your ability to react to things quickly. It's also used in driving skills. I would make sure somebody is a driver, just as a heads up. Because I did not make any of the NPCs with driving, because I forgot that Daniel was not going to be doing the nomad.
To note,
Oh, I can.
No, you don't
basically-
have to.
No, my role is not important to my character, so I can be nomad.
Whatever you want to do, I'm
Yeah.
not going to push you in any way.
And
I'll do it.
To be a fair point, a 10 means you can drive under normal circumstances without making skill checks.
Yep.
So if you have at least 10 in it, you know, you're not going to be winning any races, but you know.
Yeah.
I forgot we were
then-
talking, and I was going to switch to nomad until you just said something. I was like, oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Right. So 10, yeah, definitely 10 is like your baseline, like, I am good at this skill. Like, I can do this skill under normal circumstances with minimal error, you know. But yeah, then you've got your dexterity. Dexterity and reflex are separate skills because reflex is your like physical reaction to things. Dexterity is your ability to move in a fine fashion or a controlled fashion, right? Tech is your technical ability. It is your ability to work on people, work on cars, work on guns, work on cyberware. Tech is basically your technique, not technical. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's how good you are with techniquing. Willpower is your ability to, it's your mental fortitude, essentially. It's your ability to concentrate, your ability to resist, like being injured and tortured. Overall, it's kind of one of those skills that doesn't seem that important on the face, but it also helps constitute your max health. And if you are a netrunner, as Brian, you probably very well know, you definitely want will, because if someone walks up to you and taps you on the shoulder, you don't want to get slammed into meat space and get dump sickness. But yeah. Then there is luck. Gunnar, actually, I meant to read up on this. What does luck do?
That is it has been long enough. Luck is something that you can burn to basically like luck in Call of Cthulhu.
Right.
So you can burn it to improve a roll. I can find it real fast.
Yes, I would
You
appreciate it.
have that much luck, and yeah, you can burn it to add
And
points to
it's-
a before you
Yeah,
roll.
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, it's fine. Move.
Yeah.
Your movement speed. Easy peasy. Oh, you were saying, Scott?
Well, I found it. It says in the game mechanics, since you apply points from this stat to offset die rolls in your favor.
Yeah, like you said.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's a once a session thing.
Yep. Body, of course, body is how big and how strong you are. Um, you know, if you're a bodybuilder, you probably have 8 body. Um, and then there's your empathy. Empathy is used in skills like communicating with people. Same with, oh, did I skip cool? I did skip cool. Cool and empathy are both social skills. Empathy is more of your normal conversation and being able to read what people are thinking. Meanwhile, cool is more, I'm trying to get something out of this, you know. Um, Empathy also informs how much humanity you have, which is how many points you have to divvy among cyberware. If you go over humanity in cyberware, you become a cyber psycho. Is that how that works in this game?
So
Oh,
once you hit
weird.
0,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
once you
But-
hit 0, you control the character.
But
Okay, yeah.
humanity loss can also happen for other reasons other than cybernetics.
Yes.
Correct. Like seeing really fucked up shit.
Oh yeah,
Like
hey,
Call
that's
of
something that
Cthulhu.
yeah, I was about to say, hey, that's something that I do a lot.
But
And
there's
we
a
have
way
to
to
make
get it
rolls for
back.
Yes, it's
And
Yeah,
called
yeah.
therapy.
It's therapy.
Yep.
Yes.
It's called going to the Friday game.
Oh my gosh,
Right?
you need to bring back Smithers. I loved Smithers. Brian
Smithers?
got very familiar with Smithers.
Yes, sort of had to.
Sorry, go ahead.
You are good. So, yeah. First things first, you want to distribute those those stat points. Attribute points. What am I talking about? What game am I even playing?
I think Cyberpunk RED, but I can't be sure.
You know, I also cannot be sure.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
If anyone has decided we need a helicopter, they're gonna have to fly it because.
I have my best driving skill is a 6, so no thanks.
You're not driving.
Yeah.
A
Pilot
10
air
is-
vehicle is a ×2 skill. So
Yep.
someone's
I've
really
got-
got to be into it.
I've got a 10 in drive land and pilot air.
Hell yeah. Right
Good.
on.
Good
I
enough
do
to not
have
get us
a,
killed.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a 13 in melee weapon and martial arts, though.
Huh. I like that. You will fuck some people up.
Playing Street
So-
Samurai, I gotta.
Right? That is fucking perfect. I'm so excited for you to play a Street Samurai. I'm just so excited, guys. I've never got to run a Cyberpunk game. I played in a Cyberpunk 2020 game. I've got to run home hack versions of this game, but this is the actual Cyberpunk system. I'm so hype. And yeah, there is already a continuity in New Amsterdam. So there will be some NPCs that some players in this game will recognize and go, "Hey, it's the guy who did the thing."
Oh god, I'm excited.
Oh,
Alright.
here it
Anne
is. Okay.
Frank! Sorry.
Oh god.
The Anne Frank Museum burned down.
Damn it.
That is actually a major part of this universe, like current situation.
Oh god.
Yep. You guys caused a really
Whoa, whoa,
crazy
whoa.
thing to happen.
I didn't do anything.
That's
My
true.
Character did.
That's true. Daniel, in fact, did steal Anne Frank clothes from the gift shop and then burn down the Anne
No,
Frank Museum.
I didn't burn it down. Someone else threw the grenade. It was not me.
You're right, it was me, wasn't it?
Yes.
Shit.
You guys just wanted to access tunnels.
Yeah, I was
You
just.
didn't even need to fight anyone or do anything. You literally just had to
Yeah.
get to some tunnels under the city.
I
Hey,
was just
hey,
dressing up
hey,
as
I
Anne
got to
Frank.
kill 2 fucking low-pay guards by injecting them full of fucking drugs, and they were so high they couldn't get out of the fire.
Oh,
True.
I played a fucked up person, Jesus.
Yeah. True.
Not as fucked up as Anne Frank, though.
I'm not looking forward to running into Narco.
Mm.
Or Anne Frank.
I'm Anne Frank!
We'll hear her before we see her. It'll be okay.
No, remember he did that as he landed on the guard and bit off his ear.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
did
Okay,
did
so
he
note
really
to self
Mike
have
Tyson?
cyber ears.
Did she really Mike?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah. No, as some context, Daniel's character stole clothes from the Anne Frank Museum, which they were selling Anne Frank like reprint
Memorabilia.
clothes, which
Yeah.
was like kind of fucked up. And then he like stole those clothes, put them on, and then in the middle of this job where they're like literally nothing to do with the Anne Frank Museum, he walks in to a server room and bites a dude's ear off after screaming, "I'm Anne Frank."
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever works, works.
Hey,
He
Twitch.
was clinically
Twitch.
insane.
This is all hypothetical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Please
But yeah,
don't ban us.
Twitch has better things to do than ban us, especially over something like this.
Yeah, but it still feels like they'd take the time to do it out of spite.
Listen, I show open contempt to our overlords, and they do nothing to me.
Fair enough.
Yet.
Hear that, Twitch mods? Fuck them.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
God. Let's see here. But yeah, okay. Next things next is we're probably going to want to just knock skill points out of the way while we're here because it's on the same page.
Yeah.
Those are also very obvious. Anything bolded, you need to put 2 points in. Anything past that, you also need to put 4 points into
You
4 points into your cultural language. What is going on here?
Conversation and technically human perception are also, they're both blank on my character sheet.
Fill 'em in with a 0.
No, I mean, I can't put anything in the total box. They're blank.
Yes, you're a robot. Put something in
Let
your
me take a look at
hand.
your character
That
sheet.
helps.
Yeah, you're supposed to put at
troubleshoot.
least 2 in that one.
Here, relaunch your character sheet. I'm seeing it just fine.
By the way, what's everybody's bonus language? I'm interested to know.
Yoruba.
I'm gonna roll mine up.
Ooh, Computer King's getting fancy on us.
Wait, what is
I'll
it?
I'm German.
Yoruba.
Aruba.
Yoruba. It's one of the. It's from sub-Saharan Africa.
Gotcha.
My actual
Still
father's.
blank.
Nice.
Yoruba.
Weird. I don't know why your character sheet isn't working right for you. Relaunch Roll20, maybe.
I'll close Opera entirely.
Are you supposed to be displaying your camera mic or no?
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't been for like the
Oh, it
last
has.
That's
been-
roll 20.
I've been seeing him.
I
That's
fucking
why I was
hate
like,
Roll20.
Yeah, I see him as well.
Well,
I also openly
There we
hold
go.
contempt for Roll20.
there we
So-
I
go.
think we all do.
I'll be able to see
Good.
everyone now for the next 10 minutes until it decides to kill itself.
Until
again.
Roll20 decides to shit the bed again. Yeah, naturally. It's about...
No, I don't need Notepad. I'm not coding right now. Sorry.
I'm not doing a YouTube tutorial from the mid-2000s, but my voice is too squeaky to actually be taken seriously.
Oh,
Hi
gosh.
guys, this is how you get free Robux.
You send me your credit card info and the 3 little numbers on the back. And in 7 to 8 business weeks, you'll have Robux.
God, I love
First
the
thing,
term
you
business
can't
week.
you can't check your bank account, otherwise it won't work.
And I'll know if you rescind on the payment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try using Microsoft Edge, y'all. Shutter. No, just blank for me.
I don't know why your computer or your character sheet
Yeah,
is
like
blocked.
if you click my conversation, it doesn't even show a name for when you clicked on mine. I'm
Mhm.
seen, by the way. You are clicking seen. Right?
Oh. Hold on.
I know the problem.
Hmm.
I know the issue. It's a coding in the sheet. I just can't figure out where to find it.
Yeah. No idea. Okay, is everyone done with skills?
Pretty much, yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So, moving on, we will want to go to the next part, which is life path and inventory. So, life path, you'll need a street running alias. No one uses their actual name. And if they do, they're an idiot, and they're asking to get arrested by White Wolf or Kartak. Past that, we've also got your cultural origins, which influences the language that you have. So whatever your language is, just put the culture that language or that is spoken by that language as your cultural origins. Your personality, clothing style, hairstyle, which you value most, blah 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 blah. All of that stuff can be auto-generated if you wish. It's a really cool little system. I actually like using it. Called the oh shit, what's it called? I guess it's just called the life path generator, which is located on Tales from the Street. Page 43 is where it starts. But yeah, if you guys want to get those filled out,
You know, I thought about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm being stupid. Let's put his real name down.
right.
The
So,
Bambino.
So, allow me to give you a bit of an introduction that might influence a few things. You guys are in the neighborhood DePipe. It is bottom middle. DePipe is known as kind of like the center of non-corporate trade in the city. DePipe is kind of where you can buy anything. Night markets and midnight markets even open up all the time in DePipe. There's a great big bazaar in DePipe, and it is called, let me go to my notes, the great big bazaar in DePipe is called, sorry, all this shit is Dutch, so I've been learning parts of Dutch enough to just, like, you
What's
know,
the high? Do you know? Is there a highest amount you can put into a skill at level 1?
6.
Thank you.
Yep.
DePipe,
Yes,
I
it's
found
the
it.
yes, it's the Albert Kuip Market. It used to be mainly a food market and like trinkets for tourists, but as the needs of the actual citizens of the mega city known as New Amsterdam have grown, so has the market's variety. You can buy anything here from black market drugs, which there's a lot of white market drugs, and we'll get into that in a minute. Black market drugs can be bought here, guns can be bought here, armor, vehicles, pretty much anything you need, cyber parts, all of it mostly illegal. Course, when I mentioned white market drugs, the thing is, red light, museum clean, and the Canal Belt and Centrum, all of those have much nightclubs. And nightclubs are kind of owned by two specific groups if they are not independent. Nightclubs are owned by two groups. There is Skintles, which is a entertainment conglomerate that came from the burlesque and prostitution scene and sex work scene of the red light district, and has kind of taken over the meat market, so to say. They specialize in strip clubs and the like, you know. And then there's Twilight, which they also do general clubs, but they specialize mostly in drugs, right? Which both of these things are completely legal in New Amsterdam, right? As long as you got them from a legit place, right? You have to have a license with the city. Licenses are pretty much only distributed through Twilight and Skintles. There are a couple other places, like EMED has a license to sell drugs, which they do, because it boosts their clientele. And certain gangs have even managed to get licensure through fronts, of course, but some licensure. Let's see here. So yes, you guys are in the pipe. Your contact, however you met him, he's just a fixer, right? He's kind of like a low-level fixer. Not exactly your biggest, not exactly the biggest fish to fry. His name is Herr Wolfganger. And he is definitely full of himself. Let's see here. But yeah. Wolfgang. Or Herr Wolfgangster, rather. Yes, I know. I am very proud of that name. So let's kind of get a little bit of a lay of the land. Holy shit. Sorry. Side note, I think that the Kansas City Breathmints just fucking won?
What?
Yeah, what?
What?
Sorry. Side note, Blaseball news. This just in, Kansas City Breathmints have done something. Hold on, blaseball.com/league. I promise this won't take long. I just, like,
Hold
this
on.
is my team, and
Hold
I
on.
need to know what's going on.
Are you?
Your
You're
team is
joking.
called Ref-
You're joking.
Standings. I must be joking. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have no idea what's going on.
It happened. Sorry.
I knew you'd have no friends.
We were joking about James. It was like we were like, it's James. You'll roll nothing. You'll roll a 1 and have no friends
And of
no love
course,
life.
like I said, you can have friends and enemies if you would like to add them. That is totally fine. Sadger. God.
I mean, we're winning. I mean, 41-39.
That's not bad. Are we in like some kind of shame unshame situation right now? Is that why everyone's going fucking wild?
I'm just rolling for the
We're
lifestyle.
under reverb right now and the meta.
Oh!
I don't even remember.
Oh, we have Leech Ingram. What the fuck? We have Leech Ingram?
Yep.
We have the most famous baseball player. I guess he reverberated to us. What the fuck? I don't okay. Sorry. This is not a baseball stream. I am sorry, everybody. I will stop. I am sorry.
Okay.
So, anyway, let's maybe get a little bit of, while you guys are kind of perusing your backstories and your gear, let's get a little bit of how everybody knows Herr Wolfgangster. And let's start actually with Marcus Dove Chanson. Let's start with Dove.
Oh, well, Dove used to be a man of the streets. It's actually where he gets the nickname is from the expression soiled dove. And he's since become very much just your usual, solo. Got the fashion for it, got the cyberware, everything. And has probably just been working with him because maybe this guy came to like one of the bars or the strip clubs or what are those things called? They wear them and it's like virtual reality.
Oh, the BDs?
Yeah, or like a BD place that Dove was basically being for, and that's how they got in contact with one another.
Nice. Yeah, he probably actually caught you at Showgirls.
Probably. That's where he is usually either the bouncer or he's a frontliner, someone who stays out in the club itself, and anyone starts causing trouble, he grabs them by the back and will toss them out ass over cattle.
Yeah, and you've had so many fucking drunk idiot assholes that you've had to throw out of here. I mean, it's just another fucking Tuesday for you when you have to throw someone out. Because I will say that your home neighborhood is in red light, if that is okay for me to determine for you.
Yeah, he's just a mega structure Warren rat from a real bad place that was full of boosters.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, red light is kind of the main place where vices hang out, right? And where vices are independent. There's a little bit of Skintle and a little bit of there's a little bit of Skintle and there's a little bit of Twilight there, but for the most part, red light has maintained very firmly independent, which is good and bad. They definitely have their own system of justice, and they definitely hold to it. However, sometimes that system of justice can get a little bit rough. But that is what it is, you know? They're fucking with the girls, they're fucking with the guys. You can't be fucking doing that. This is a civilized place of society. We're gonna hack your hand off and throw you out. Like, you know. But yeah, okay, so you know a Herewolf gangster from just from doing some jobs around. Okay. Scene, how about you? How do you know Herewolf gangster?
Oh, I mean, I'm a nomad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I run things, and I think we kind of talked about this. My nomad pack has run things through that forest on the outside, away from the marshals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he's probably hired me on a run or two, and not just driving. I'm good at getting into places unseen or seen.
Nice. Yeah.
But no, I'm good at getting around and not causing a stir most of the time.
Yeah, you're reliable. You're a good workhorse for something that needs discretion.
Exactly.
Okay, right on. Let's see. Bambino. How you know Wolf Gangster?
Well, Wolf Gangster. So he's a fixer by himself, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, he's big enough fish to get into trouble, but not big enough fish to get out of it.
So how old is he?
Younger than you, that's for certain. He's probably in his 40s, maybe 45 or something.
So we'll say, well, he was probably an associate for the Scarlattis at one point.
Sure.
A part-time. Somebody we hired off and on. He's not part of the family, but he's an associate. Maybe we ran something through. Right.
Yeah, when you needed to do stuff for the big or against the big table, you probably went through people like Wolf Gangster.
And so I would imagine as an already an older guy, Bambino would have more or less been at times, hey, you need to go talk to this guy, you need to go, relay this to him, and they probably became friends. It's really the only reason he'd be here.
Yeah.
It's really yeah.
So yeah, maybe he would exactly. I like that.
Yeah, he's like, I need a favor and it's bad. And he'd probably say, okay, fine.
Nice.
So.
All right. Devlin.
Yes.
How do you know Herewolf Gangster?
Well, Devlin's trying to gain powering it back to the level his family used to be at. So, he'd make deals with whoever he can as long as he doesn't have to do anything extremely dangerous for, himself.
Sure.
So someone probably turned him on to Herewolf Gangster.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, maybe they're like, hey, I know this fixer. He's like, he doesn't do much big stuff, but he's like consistent eddies kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Let's see here. Who else we got? Estria. How do you know Herewolf Gangster?
Done jobs for him.
Okay, run a couple jobs for him.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Something simple. You probably met him in the night market, just as like a, hey, you're a net runner. You need work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple and sweet.
Very simple. I like it. And let's see. That brings us to Scott. What is your character's name?
I don't know. I haven't made it that far.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm still working on everything. I haven't thought of a name yet.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do you know how your character might have met Herr Wolfgangster?
Let's say that he may have heard of me working on people around
Mm.
doing medical stuff on some people, and he's like, oh, okay, this is a medical dude. We can send him on jobs to fix people that got hurt or something. I don't know.
Right, right. I got you. Yeah, I mean, always use for a doc. Always use for a doc. Can never have too many of them, especially in a city like this, you know. Because I mean, docs are in high demand. EMED scoops up as many docs as they can. Anyone who stays independent has their fair share of drug overdoses, gunshot wounds, and other, like, everything happening in this city. Bootleg cyberware is a really big problem in this city, especially bootleg pleasureware. So a lot of people coming in with the flaming banana man quest from Cyberpunk. You know. So yeah, yeah,
How much we
exactly.
run into the dude with the grenade as a nose?
Yeah, right.
I punched that dude and he blew his head up. I was like, whoa!
Yeah, right. God. But yeah, no. So you probably as a med tech have seen a pretty fair amount of interesting cases in this city. Yeah. It's like I'm fucking a pencil sharpener, yeah. God, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, classic. So let's do a little bit of God, map keeps fucking up on me. I gotta keep refreshing my page. Let's see here. So let's do a little bit of kind of like pre-scene. We've got we're in DePipe, right? And you all have been told to meet at this bar. The bar is called where is it? Hold on. It's somewhere around here. Sorry, I had it pulled up and then I lost it. You know what? Let's just make a new bar. I had a bar. I don't really care that it's gone now. You guys are meeting up. Oh, no. You know what? No, that would be in red light. Yeah, you guys are meeting in red light, we'll say. No, hold on. DM's trying to figure things out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you guys are meeting up actually in... You guys are meeting up in a night market. We don't have to do a club yet, because we will get to clubs. Don't you worry, we will get to clubs. Yeah. So, you guys get to night market, to the night market in DePipe, right? DePipe. And, what is each of you doing as you're kind of waiting on Herr Wolfgangster? It's a big open air market. It's nighttime right now, and kind of like everything's being sold. He's got like an kind of a stall in front of a building that he usually sets up shop at. Like obviously his HQ's in the building, but he's got a stall to maintain low profile. But you can find pretty much anything here. What's everyone doing? Let's start with the Bambino.
Well, it depends. Who's behind the counter?
No one's behind the counter right now. His stall is closed.
Oh. And there are just him and these people here, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't really know. You don't really know who all has been called in for this favor. Herr Wolfgangster.
But so there's a stall here. Who is around exactly?
Oh, there's stalls all around you. You know his stall. It's packed. It's asses and elbows. Probably in like a 5-stall radius, there is everything from food to explosives to drugs to guns to t-shirts. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean?
He's getting a hot dog.
He's getting a hot dog? Hell yeah. There's definitely a hot dog here. Amsterdam is known for being a cultural hub for food, even in real life. So yeah, you're getting probably a classic Chicago ballpark style dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's sitting there. Hey, don't go light on the onions. Come on. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, and this poor guy is just like looking like he's shoveled like 2 spoonfuls, and then you're like, yeah, come on. He's like 3 spoonfuls. Like,
Yeah, good enough this time.
yeah, he hands you the dog. Yeah, you got a good view of the whole area. And Wolfgangster, maybe we do like a slight flashback. And I don't know. You get a call on whatever kind of cell phone you have or comms unit you have.
So he's got an agent, but he barely knows how to use it. He's got 4 disposable cell phones, though.
Nice. Yeah, you get a call.
Okay.
Yeah, and do you pick up the phone? Obviously.
Is it going to one of the disposable cell phones that he knows how to use, or his agent that he barely knows?
It's his agent.
It's probably one of those message from. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Fuck, what did I name you this week?
Yeah.
Fuck. Bitch and Betty. Just play it. Call, pick up,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and you get the message, and it's hey, it's Herr Wolfgangster here. I'm trying to get in touch with Mr. Bambino because I believe that there's some biz need to be transacted. I'm having a little bit of problem, and if I remember correctly, you are in retirement, but at the same time, old favors die hard, So if you could just come by my stall down in the pipe over about 9 o'clock tomorrow, I would be very obliged if you could at least hear me out.
This is a call,
And then-
not a recording, right?
This is the recording.
Oh,
This is
okay.
like the message.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Eh,
Oh, go ahead.
fuck. He's
Yeah.
Yep. Well, so this is earlier in the day. All right.
Mhm.
He's sitting at the ballpark, and so,
Mhm. It's intramural league right now. You've got
Right.
teenagers playing against teenagers. It's kind of a boring game, but I mean,
yeah.
baseball's baseball.
Well, and
not a
he's
lot of places
he's
to see it
probably
here.
there with his old buddy.
Sure, yeah. And
Kinda-
what was that buddy's name again?
Well, what would he have wanted to go by? Because we didn't
let me
pick a name
see.
for him.
Yeah. Just double checking here. Ba. Hold on, because I think that we might have picked something. Ba. I put it somewhere in here. Sorry about the dead air, audience. Not my intention.
Well, whatever his name is, probably look and say, "Can you
Yeah, we'll
believe
call
this?
him Louis. Yeah,
Louis.
we'll just call him Louis.
Can you fucking
Very
believe
very
this?
Italian American vibes. And Louis looks at you and is like, "Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what a favor is."
Though I've been retired 2 fucking years, and now he decides to ask for shit.
Yeah, you know how Fixes is. Always fucking around, doing some shit, pulling people out of shit. I had to
Considering
do a
this
favor.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
He's gonna say, considering this fucking favors from when he was in fucking diapers.
Yeah. Hey, hope it's a milk run. I mean, fuck. He's not gonna ask an old man to shoot nobody, right?
Yeah, but you know what the big lady gets like when I start doing things for people.
Just, and he kind of gets this smirk on his face, this, like, very knowing look, and he's like, just don't get caught.
Eh, fuck you too. Stands
Yeah,
up
he-
and
He
Go ahead.
laughs, and maybe he's like, hey, I'll catch you at the next game. I'm sure that's gonna be just as thrilling as this one.
mercy rule him.
Yeah. God. Yeah.
And that.
So
now he's here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
couldn't-
we flash forward as
he
you're
couldn't-
eating a hot dog.
He couldn't enjoy his hot dog there. That's why he's got one here.
Amen.
He's like, and it's
scene.
cheaper.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Dean. What are you doing at the night market right now?
You know, just lighting up one.
Mm-hmm. Smoking a ciggy?
Yeah, checking out some of the stock. Just
Sure,
idly
sure.
passing by.
Yeah, maybe there's
Uh,
like an auto parts guy that you like pass, and you're like, "Up, that was stolen. That was stolen. That was also
yeah,
stolen."
like
See a bunch of fucking new human motherfuckers,
right.
like behind a stall, and you're just like wondering, like, "Huh, I don't know how they even got across town." New Human, by the way, is basically Maelstrom. They
Mm,
are a cyber ascension group with no frills. Uh, think a biker gang with less motorcycle and more meth. Um, there's some fucked up dudes. They're a rough crowd. There's a
mm,
reason that the only two areas that would be considered like major in-city combat zones are the tracks and Schiphol, and they own those districts essentially. They're rough. They're rough customers.
sounds
Um,
sounds like Kansas.
right? But yeah, no. The you figure the only saving grace is the pipe is kind of a bit of a neutral ground, so to
Yeah.
say. You're just wondering how they got through Museum Clean and Bilgemer. Um, but or Bilgemer rather. But yeah, no. You're kind of browsing some shit. Maybe we cut back. What is Scene do in his free time?
Free time usually seen as just probably driving around the city.
Mm-hmm.
Scene likes to get a good layout of the place.
Yeah.
It's
And
huge,
now
so there's always something new that you come across.
Oh, for sure. And now that we're talking about the streets, I suppose I should talk about locomotion
Hmm.
in good old New Amsterdam. There's four main ways to get around. You can drive. Driving an actual car on these streets can sometimes be difficult because aside from Centrum and like some of the outlying neighborhoods like Zeeburg and Plantage, uh, most of the streets are very thin. This is a very bike, scooter, moped, motorcycle
Probably what I'm on.
friendly school. Yeah? Driving around a motorcycle?
Actually, I gotta just figure out my yeah, my vehicles.
Yeah.
We'll figure that
Yeah.
out. I'm traveling,
Hell yeah. You are currently traveling. Yeah.
but I do also
So,
have water vehicles as well as a um what I have as a skill.
right. And that is the second mode of locomotion in this town, the canals. Every bridge can be raised or lowered to prevent or give access through canals. A good canal driver can get through anything, no matter whether the bridge is closed or open. And the canals go out to the docks where you can get on bigger boats, etc., etc. Method number 3, train. There is a very healthy metro through this city, and tram systems as well. So above ground tram systems run around Centrum, the Jewish Quarter, Jordan, Canal Belt sort of area, that sort of area. And then the subway runs just about everywhere. Of course, you need a subway pass to use the subway, but it's not too exorbitant. Only 50 eddies a month. Yeah, not a great city. Um, and then the fourth way through is, like I said, biking, physical biking. Huge thing in this city. Traditionally has been huge in this city and is still huge in this city. Most pedestrians you see are going to be on bicycles. You see people walking around, sure, but if you don't own a bike in this town, then you're not only missing out on a huge part of the culture, but also you're missing out on getting everywhere 5 times faster. Uh,
Right.
so yeah, as someone who's driven through this city, around this city, bikers are a car's worst nightmare because the city is thick with them. So yeah, a lot of times you have to enact evasive maneuvers. But you are currently traveling,
Thick with
and
a
you get a
Trumpian
call,
th.
right? But yeah, so scene, you get a call while you're traveling,
Yep. I answer. Just like go for scene.
and he's like, "Hey there, scene. Herr Wolfgangster here. I'm looking for someone who might be able to give a few people a lift around town as they get some shit figured out. I'll make it worth your while. Pay you some decent eddies."
Done.
All right.
He knows money is my major motivator, so as long as
Oh,
he
for
mentions
sure.
pay, I'm in.
Yeah, for sure. And he's like, all right. Just meet me on down at my stall about 9 o'clock tomorrow. That sound good to you?
I'm already there.
Yeah. He's like, well, shit, don't be here yet. I gotta. And like, he's like, oh, I get you. You're one of them funny cats. I'll see you later, scene.
See
And
now?
yeah. And then we like cut it, and you're back looking at these parts, like, and we catch like one of those pan in, pan out shots where the focus pulls from you back to the Bambino as he's kind of like sitting there munching on a hot dog. And then we see Dove. Dove, what are you doing here?
Right behind the Bambino,
Mm-hmm.
also wanting some cheap food.
Yeah.
Just like as he's like, no, do this, no, that. Just
Mm.
like looks to like if there's anyone in the line behind him, rolls his eyes in with his cyber arm, puts
Yeah.
like mimes like putting a gun to his head.
Yeah, and there's definitely people behind you. Every stall generally has a line if it's something like food. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
everyone's always eating. Yeah, and this is this at the hot dog stand or is this like a different stand?
No, I'm directly behind the Bambino. I'm next in line waiting for him to get his order finished.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Bambino gets his dog finally, and you come up to the front, and maybe we have a moment where it kind of like gets a shot of your face, and then we get that clean transition where it's still the exact same shot of your face, but the background has changed. And you're what are you doing in red light right now?
Is this when I met Herr Wolfgang?
No, this will be like when Herr Wolfgangster gives you a call.
Oh, maybe it's like it's a little early, but you've always got people who show up to these kind of clubs real early, trying to get in before the crowds.
Sure.
And he's got a more of a concentrated look on his face, and we hear him huff. And you stay the fuck out of here before I catch you touching any other girls. You got it?
And there are just 3 frat boys who are just like obviously some sort of sports dudes who are just saying shit like, yeah man, like we'll fucking be back, like we got some buddies and shit, like, you know.
Yeah, and he reaches back and he's got it's a two-handed katana on his
Right.
back, and he reaches back and grabs it by the grip, and he's like, "Yeah, you bring him here. I could use a few more arms for the collection."
They kind of look
Fucking
and they're
too
like,
mad.
yeah. One of them looks at the other and goes, "Shit, dude, I don't want to lose my arm." He's like, "Shut the fuck up, let's go." Like they fucking head off, and as they head off, you feel a vibrate in your pocket, or however you get phone calls.
Yeah, and he's probably like, they dropped all their shit, and he's got like one of their fucking wallets, and he's pulling out an Eddie stick, and he's like, "Fucking
Hell yeah.
Chumbas."
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Wolfgangster here. Did I catch you at a bad time?
It's always a bad time in this part of town, but I guess I'm gonna talk anyway.
Shit, you're right about that. Listen, I got a situation that could use a little bit of a handling, maybe a little bit of muscle behind it. Seems about right up your alley, too. Has to do with a working girl.
Uh-huh. What about the deets?
Oh, listen. I got some deets for you if you stop by the shop tomorrow. I promise you, worth your while. 9 o'clock. I'll even cover your shift.
Looks back at the club, and it's just like, well, what day is tomorrow? What day of the week
We'll
is
say
tomorrow?
tomorrow's like Thursday. Like it's just a night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thursday. If it were Friday or Saturday, I'd tell you to fuck off, but you got lucky, Wolfganger.
Yeah. He's like, that's Wolfgangster to you. And kind of like with a sly kind of smirk in his voice. And he's like, listen, I'll catch you later. Come with your head right. And clicks the phone.
Yeah, he clicks the phone, slips it back into his pocket.
Yeah, and we get that look of kind of like resting frustrated face as you like it clicks back to the hot dog stand, you know?
Yeah, and he walks up, and he's a bit more personable with the hot dog guy. Just kind of
Yeah.
gives a little chuckle, and he's like, chatty Chumba, wasn't he?
Hmm. Yeah, and hot dog guy kind of like looks and is like, "Hey, you get all types here, you know."
Just give me whatever's your special. I don't want nothing fancy.
Yeah, he gets you a chili dog. Um, but yeah, you get a chili dog with a fucking plastic fork sticking out of it and like a fucking like checkerboard pattern on the fucking little thing holding it. Of course, these hot dogs are obviously made of like locust bits and that sort of thing, but that's just kind of normal, you know.
Yeah,
The chili is probably like curl soy or something.
I do the
Oh,
classic cyberpunk thing of hold out my hand and just transfer the credits through my Neuralink.
Yeah. Hands you a like he sends you a receipt to your fucking like burner email that you have for receipts.
Probably pops up on my biomonitor or something.
Yeah, like receipt received.
It's
So,
just like
what did
in
he-
just like Cyberpunk. Inventory updated. I have hot
Yeah.
dog now.
Yeah.
So what did he do when he got handed physical currency by
He was like, "Oh shit." And like pulls out like a small cash drawer. Um and like puts in the cash and like doesn't even know how to count the change
God,
out
does
properly.
nobody know how to count fucking change in this goddamn city anymore?
Yeah. You're paying with eddies, which is specifically a like or you're probably paying with like Dutch currency, which
Right.
doesn't really hold a lot of weight anymore. Everyone uses eddies, but like
Right.
as a token everywhere in New Amsterdam accepts it, you know?
Right, and it's one of those things where probably the city's like, look, you bring it in, we'll exchange it for 80% of its value.
Yeah, you're just like 80%, what the fuck is that?
80 for... Alright, fine, I'll start investing in this Eddie shit. Wait, what do you
Maybe
mean it's
eddies
not
will take
real?
off.
What do you mean it's not physical currency? Okay, fine for the big payments, but I'm still using actual fucking paper.
I gotta
Yeah.
have my bills, otherwise how am I gonna start my Coke?
Jesus. But yeah,
yeah.
no, he's not standing far away munching on his hot dog. He's getting onion everywhere.
Oh yeah, there's some onion on like the ground. Does any get on your suit?
It doesn't stick.
Oh, and you know what? We should get some physical descriptions. Let's start with the Bambino.
The
Oops.
Bambino is an well, when I say older gentleman, we're probably talking actually mid to late 60s. This is an old fucking dude. You can tell he's pretty balding, but it's hidden by his mobster style fedora. Matter of fact, everything about him screams old-timey mobster. He's wearing a pinstripe suit. He's got the fedora. He talks like an Italian man, an Italian American. And he's got that. What's that?
You think I'm funny?
Well, do ya?
Funny how? Funny like a clown? Anyway.
No, yeah, and you could see like a lack of cyberware on him. As a matter of fact, maybe he's at some point he's messing with his agent. Like, no, Betty, no, stop. Listen to. God damn it! I'm gonna shut you off again. It's very obvious he's not used to this level of technology.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Old man trying to figure out technology sort of thing.
Right.
And then scene. What does scene look like?
Well, what doesn't scene look like? With a combination of tech hair and Kim skin and what are they called? Gotta scroll down for it. Shift tax. Scene
Yeah.
kind of looks like whatever the scene requires.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's I think I rolled up mid Eastern, Southeast Asian, which did the picture perfectly. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Speaks Filipino is his other language.
Hey, fun
yeah.
fact. You speak Tagalog, and
Yep.
an NPC speaks Tagalog. That's a cool coincidence.
That is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually that would be the standard, the resting bitch face of scene is just, well, Filipino Asian, Filipino American man,
Yeah.
black hair, usually kept medium length, I don't know if tech hair allows you to change its length or not.
I think it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I would look that up, but
Yeah.
I think it does.
Usually though, it's about medium length regardless, and
Sure, sure.
sometimes crop it up, keep it in different styles. Right now, in the middle of the night market.
All it says is color light emitting artificial hair.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, artificial hair. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just he fits the scene.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
Blending
Yeah.
into the crowd is kind of is kind of the thing.
For sure.
So unless
Um.
he does, like you said, right now he looks normal. So our contact, I was gonna type his name down and then I got distracted. What was the
Herr
guy's name?
Herr Wolfgangster.
Wolf Gangster.
I'll spell it out.
I kind of heard the name and I wasn't sure if I heard it right. Yep. Okay. It is
Yeah. Yeah.
exact. Yeah.
It's exactly
Wolfgang.
what you think it looks like.
Wolfgang. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he looking exactly how Herr Wolfgangster would, I want to say
Expect
Wolfgang,
him.
would expect and would be able to
Yeah.
spot him out in the crowd.
Okay. Okay.
And he's
Nice.
just wearing just normal dark clothes, usually something like a long coat. Even though being a nomad, that's more of his job at this time, because his old family was a nomad pack that just disappeared.
Yeah.
So he just kind of
Well.
fell in with another family.
Yeah.
And
You were
he's usually the one that's given the odd jobs. That's why he's out here. They're the ones like you handle this stuff. You work with Wolfgangster.
Yeah, you probably are with some chipper sect. That's kind of like the
Yeah.
nomads out here. Is chippers. They're
Okay.
they're woodland dwelling motherfuckers who know their way in and out of these woods like crazy.
Yes.
And constantly dodge the Holland Forestry Service.
Constantly.
Oh yeah. Okay. And
I
what
usually handle
does
this.
hell yeah? And what does Dove look like?
Dove, surprisingly, is actually pretty short. He's about 5'6" or 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a wet noodle, but is clearly cyberized. He's got at least one cyber arm, and those, what are they called? EMP lines? The the cyber lines that people have as like you see them on everyone's face in Cyberpunk all the time.
Oh yeah. I got you.
But they have a name in the system, and it's like EMP circuitry or something.
Yeah, something like that. Face plates is what people call them.
Yeah, but it's just the circuitry.
Sure.
Glasses, short, curly black hair, darker skin.
Yeah.
He's wearing very, very punk fashion. Very bright colors. He's got a faded orange sleeveless shirt that's a little too big, kind of hangs off his body. It says 404 Future Not Found on it.
Nice.
And a jacket over that on the back, it says Dove on it, and it's got a white dove, but instead of holding the olive branch, it's holding a machine gun.
Hell yeah.
And it's got two crossed swords behind it.
Nice.
And then just some like ripped acid-worn jeans and some tenny runners.
Sure.
And a big fuck off sword on his back and a SMG on his hip.
Nice. All right. Excellent. Let's move on to Devlin. Devlin, what are you doing in the night market as you're kind of waiting for Herr Wolfgangster?
Well, since I work for a corp in the procurement division, you're going to make up the corp later.
Okay.
Probably looking for anything useful I can pick up to try and keep my boss placated, because apparently he's a psycho who with unpredictable outbursts and quite paranoid.
Okay. And actually, we can figure that corp out right now because I have my list of corps.
Nice.
I'll separate it real quick. Go ahead.
It's a corp services corp, and the corp is always working for good, fully supporting ethical practices.
Oh yeah, so you are definitely working for Ninja Cat Logistics.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ninja Cat Logistics was made by some Silicon Valley tech bros, hence the incredibly stupid name. Generally, they're that company that you don't really know what they do unless you work for them. They provide blueprints for buildings. They provide work uniform design, office supplies, pretty much anything a corporation needs to franchise and or build. They provide the like basic infrastructure for.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they're definitely not like they're only as shady as like your average corp. They're not like super shady. Like the CEO might do like fucking like like fucked up shit, but like not the company itself.
The CEO didn't kill himself.
But yeah. So yeah, you're looking around, maybe seeing if there's like any good maybe if there's any good like designs or shit like that you could scop and that sort of thing. And yeah, let's cut back. What would Herr Wolfganger be catching? Oh, and can we get a physical description of Devlin?
Sure. Now you start off with a young Forrest Whitaker, minus the lazy eye.
Classic.
He's got perfectly clear, dark chocolate-colored skin.
Mhm.
He's got cornrows with tech hair shot throughout them to highlight them. And he's got facial ritual scars
Mm.
and light tattoos highlighting them.
Okay. Nice. Um, yeah, and we can probably get into how you got those scars later too. That'll be very interesting. How does he dress?
Oh, he dresses business with a
Mm.
little bit of flash in the way of urban flash jewelry.
Nice, nice. So he's kind of got that like businessman with the chain sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you. Yeah.
And a pretty plain looking copper bracelet.
Nice. Okay, okay. I like that. So what would we catch Devlin in the middle of? What would Herr Wolfganger catch Devlin in the middle of when he makes his initial call?
Probably talking to somebody on his internal agent. So talking to himself. So I was trying to find something for you, but it wasn't here. I'll go to another place, but I've got this substitution I can make.
And
And
you
he
just
looks up.
hear on the other end of the line just like, "Are you you're in goddamn New Amsterdam and you can't find me just a basic requisition?"
I can find it, sir. It'll just take a little time.
Yeah, he's like, "You know what? You know what? I need these results, and I need them quick, because if I'm not getting these results, oh my god, you are so canned. Hold on, I'm getting another call." And then you just, like, hear the call disconnect. Um,
It's gonna be a hard day.
and then, immediately, you hear another call. And it is Herr Wolfgangster.
Go for
Do you pick
Devlin.
up?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, "Hey there, Devlin. This is Herr Wolfgangster here. I've been trying to look around for you know how it goes, a little bit of procurement, if you know what I mean. But I've been having a hard time. I got a situation here that needs some help dealing with a few stuffed collar types potentially. You think you might be able to make some time and some scheduling for me?"
Anything to help you as long as you're helping me, Wolfgang.
Oh yeah, no, you know that there's buckets of ducats behind it, baby.
Let me know where I need to go, who I need to talk to.
He's like, "Just come on to my stand tomorrow at 9 o'clock and we'll be all set."
Okay.
Yeah. And he disconnects and we get back to Devlin, kind of browsing around the market, and we get that pan back or that pull focus shot again where it kind of shows the other guys in the background as it pulls focus off of Devlin. And let's see here. Spate! Excellent. Spate. what are you doing in the night market right now?
I was half thinking I'd be like doing like a surgery on some dude.
Yeah.
Like he got called to like the dude got shot in the arm and he's trying to
Mhm.
repair the arm or something on somebody. I don't know. Something.
Sure. Let's actually go straight to the flashback on this one. So yeah, you are in the middle of like patching this dude's arm up, and he's just like, ah, my arm.
Oh, shut up and I'll get it fixed. You ain't gotta holler.
He's like, man, I'm telling you, the fucking shit's wearing off. And like, you are kind of looking at his arm, and like, you see tracks in his arm, and like, you see like his veins are super fucking like beat up and like dirty. Like, this arm is more than just an arm. Like, you're like, ah, this is gonna be an issue.
Oh, this is gonna be so much more work because you decided to fully destroy the existence of your arm.
And he's like, come
Ah,
on, man. They say that air hypos recover in a week, man.
not if you get shot in that same arm.
And he's like shit, and like, he fucking lays back, and as you're kind of fixing this arm, you get a call from Herr Wolfgangster.
Yeah, I kind of answer it and be like, yeah, what's up? Kind of busy. Make it quick.
He's like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, just gotta let you know that we got a job coming up. Don't know if there's gonna be any rough customers, but always good to have a doc on hand. You think you free tomorrow?
Oh yeah, the only thing I got on my to-do list is to fix this dude right in front of me. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, so yeah, it should be good.
He's like, all right, swing by my stand at 9. Have fun. Have fun being the general surgeon or whatever. And he like hangs up. And yeah, like this dude's maybe you like make an incision and he just like screams out, and then we cut to you in the night market. So what do you look like, and what are you doing in the night market itself?
Okay, so the way he looks, it looks like normal, or I don't know, physically look. He's got silvery hair, and well, currently he's probably got like green eyes because that's what they are at the moment.
Hell yeah.
But he's got like what you call like casual pants and shoes and whatnot, and like a dress up shirt, um, thing, and a business jacket, and you can see his right hand because he's got the jacket on. You can't see his full arm, but you can see his hand that it's a cyber hand, but it's his
Yeah.
full arm type thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but if he moves the jacket up, you can see the whole little medical thing on his arm, the medical
Mm-hmm.
dock thing that he uses.
Right. The dock hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and what are you doing in the night market right now? Like, while you're waiting to meet up with Herr Wolfgangster?
Probably getting something for breakfast because I don't know how long I've been awake. I've probably been awake for, you know, 4 or 5 hours after whatever.
Yeah. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Maybe there's a breakfast spot, like there's a bagel spot that's like right by the hot dog spot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Bagels are useful. It's cleansing to the soul. It'll be good.
Very
Good for the
true.
body.
Yeah, I like that. Um, yeah, no. So we get that, and then we finally get a pullback, and it shows where is that? Oh, is it Astray?
Yeah, straight
Okay.
works.
Yeah, it shows Astray. So Astray, what are you doing in the night market, and how do you look?
She's probably at one of the noodle stands.
Okay. Nice. And yeah, you get that classic fucking like sheen of fuck, why am I forgetting the movie? Blade Runner. You get that classic Blade Runner sheen of like the blue light cutting across like a ramen stand as they're like Maybe making you some soba or something.
Yeah, and she's sort of dressed more bohemian style.
Okay. Nice.
Um, she's also staring blankly. She's reading the latest data sheet from the news, and her one eye.
Yeah, and that data sheet, we catch a shot of it, and the data sheet is talking about there are currently protests going on outside of the reconstructed Anne Frank Museum, where several showmers are showing up every day to grieve outside of it. There's like a lot of corporate pressure going on between Demos and the Jewish population of the city. It's like a whole thing. Like that's kind of what's dominating the news cycle right now. That, and apparently there was like a really violent murder in the Nine Streets that like not even the Nine Street gang is or the Nine Street goons are fessing up to, but it's like one of those that's like so bad it is definitely on nightly news, like it's part of a serial setup, you know? And then of course everything else is just stock readouts, because that's the kind of town that this is. There's stocks that are getting read off as the financial report, you know? But yeah,
Yep.
and kind of as you're doing that, we get a flashback. What does Herr Wolfgangster catch you in the middle of doing?
Probably scoping at a corporate building.
Yeah. Yeah. You're kind of laying down the scope on it.
Yeah.
Right, and maybe as you're kind of now, are you scoping it out in meat space or in cyberspace?
Oh, in cyberspace.
Oh, of course. Nice. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just sitting on like a bench near a canal,
right.
looking like I'm just. Well, ducks are still around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
There's
watching the ducks, and everything's just flashing on my eyes.
yeah, and like maybe you're inside and like you're like putting out like a surveyor demon out or something like that, as it's kind of scoping out the perimeter of the cyberspace of this building. And we cut to and like maybe as you're doing this, you just get in the upper right hand call or upper right hand corner, call incoming.
Yes. Sort of tap a few buttons in cyberspace, and it's like, oh, what do you want?
Hey, 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 if it ain't my favorite cyber chick, how you doing?
Not bad.
Listen,
Again, what do you want?
he's like, right to the point. I always love that. So here's the thing. Uh, we got a little sitch going on. Some shit that's going on out near the Nine Streets, kind of out by Red Light 2. Uh, I don't know what all this entails, but it never hurts to have a good runner on hand. Uh, I can pay you some eddies if you want to scope it out.
Sure, better than trying to figure out this stupid corpo's place.
He's like, ha, I knew that you'd sign up for it. All right, well, meet me in my stand in Meat Space over tomorrow about 9 o'clock.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and we get the disconnect, and maybe like at this point, the demon finds a good entry for you to log for later. You know. But,
Yeah, I make note of that. It's like,
oh, for
okay,
sure.
this is for later.
For sure, for sure. But yeah. So we cut back and we get that shot, and it's a shot that encompasses all of you in kind of like a layered sort of situation. I did not miss anybody, right? Yep. Okay, we're good. And yeah, Herr Wolfgangster. Well, you see from Herr Wolfgangster's shop, the metal grating that he has on the front lifts up, and you see Herr Wolfgangster. He is a tall, very thin, like albino with stark white hair that shoots up into kind of like a eraser head kind of thing going on. The guy, not the baby.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Oh, God, no.
Please, not
Yeah.
the baby. God, not the
Yeah.
baby.
Oh yeah. He's got a Fu Manchu mustache and is wearing like a long, like white fucking leather, like vinyl trench coat. Underneath he's got a mesh shirt. He's got a fucking binky around his neck. And he's got fucking like these like black pants with gold studs in them. He's like, all right, shop is open for business, y'all.
Yeah, I could see I could see Bambino walking over, set his briefcase up on the counter. Wolfgangster, you never fucking call. How you
Yeah.
doing, you son of a bitch?
He goes, "Oh, I'm doing just fine," and he's kind of like looking around. And is everyone else kind of like mulling towards the thing?
Yeah, Dove real
Oh, yeah.
quickly.
Yep.
Real quickly, real messy finishes up the chili dog and like wipes it off on the back of his hand. Then did it come in one of those stupid little plastic things they always come in?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he puts in his cyber arm and just like crushes it to the point where it's just this tiny little ball and flicks it off into a trash can.
Nice. Yeah, so everybody kind of gathers. It's like, come one, come all. I feel like I got my own goddamn menagerie, y'all. And he smiles and goes, no offense, of course. None of y'all are animals unless you want to be.
I
That's
don't
gonna
know.
cost
This
you
one
extra if
ate
you're
a
into-
fucking chili dog. Seriously, man, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Listen, if you want a pet play, you know that's gonna cost you extra, and I don't do that shit no more.
You know I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, and
Not
fucking,
you. I mean tall and white.
yeah,
Real white.
he's like, yeah. I know how I do, baby. But here's the thing, y'all. I called y'all here because I got myself a bit of a preem gig here. Got something that don't fall on my desk too often. Now, all y'all at one point or another have worked with or for me, so I think that introductions can be done on y'all's own time. But I'm hiring y'all as a group. I know. I didn't let y'all pick or whatever, but I got some good news. It's gonna be a bit of a milk run, and y'all gonna get paid plenty. The person that I got setting this job up for me, shoot, she's gonna pay a lot of eddies.
Where I heard this before.
Yeah, exactly. Um, he's like,
Oh god.
go ahead.
Break into the hotel. Just steal Johnny Silverhand. What could possibly go wrong? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
God. Here we go.
But yeah, no. He's like, so, here's the deets, dig. There's this club out in Red Light. Club's called, Club Fuck. I know. What a fucking name.
Hell yeah.
But, whatever the case, Club Fuck happened to have one of its ladies scopped one night. She was apparently walking home, decided to not take the metro for some godforsaken reason, and disappeared. We ain't got no fucking idea where she gone, but, thing. We got a few suspects on who could do this. Anybody got any guesses on some shit that could happen?
Lady on the street, anything could happen at night. You know that's why why you know me and the girls are the way we are.
I'm just hanging back a little bit.
Yeah.
This crew is a little awkward, and I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to fit them all into my vehicle because there's a lot of people. And
Yeah.
I might have to talk with you on this because technically at 4 I only get a jet ski and or a compact car or a motorcycle.
We can get you a rental.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
All right,
We
who's
don't-
sitting on whose lap?
right.
Yeah.
Also, quick question: we don't
Mhm.
keep the money we don't spend, right? If I
Depends.
recall, it's just gone.
Fashion wear you don't keep that 800. Everything else you do. I looked it up.
Yeah.
Wait, there's
Mhm.
800 extra for fashion wear?
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
fashion wear.
And it's just
Fuck.
fashion wear. And
I was setting 1,000 extra aside, which might still do,
Hmm.
just to make sense. But
Yeah. He's like, good thoughts. But how many girls go off walk on the street and then their biomon turns off? Signal incognito.
Fuck does that?
Well, there's a lot
Good
of things
question.
that do things like that. You can just get a scrambler for one.
Yeah, but who go out of the trouble for a scrambler on some working girl? Does it look like that's gonna be that high priority?
Could always keep it internal.
Maybe. All I figured though, regular Gonk didn't do this. See, I left out a bit of the part of the story, let y'all ruminate and get them brains thinking. Apparently, somebody been sending her love letters. Her name's Serenity. They think that she is peace for them. So, story is, far as I can tell, at least right now, Romeo decides, you know what? I want to get my Juliet. And then he scops her. Who the fuck knows?
Not uncommon. Had someone try that on me a few times.
Shit, I'm sure you gave them several new holes so that they could produce from. Plenty of inputs, you dig?
You know, I
He
came
just shakes his
because
head at that. Holy shit, that was bad.
you know I came because you needed a favor. Is this really something you're spending a favor on?
Listen, I know you out of work. I figure I
I'm
might as well throw
retired. That's
some.
different.
Yeah, retired, out of work. You're one of the best dudes I know to figure out who's who and what's what and why's why. Honestly, you're kind of the heart of this program when it comes to, what went down. Well, you and Mr. Devlin over there.
Great.
Plus,
Devlin to
oh,
that
go ahead.
Bambino. Devlin nods to the Bambino.
Yeah. It's like, plus on top of that, Dove over here, he knows working girls, he knows red light. I'm sure that he can figure some stuff out, maybe pull some insiders. And of course, got y'all a ride. Seen here, one of the best drivers and infiltrators I know. Discretion is his key.
I
And
sparked my cigarette.
yeah, goes, you need a runner? I got you a runner. You happen to have a stray over here. She's kind of good at what she does, and by kinda I mean pretty damn. And then he looks over and goes, and of course, if y'all need patching up and got some holes in you, Spade over here will fix you right up. He goes, so listen, y'all probably want a paycheck from this, and of course, I'm talking about y'all's paycheck. I got one more guy who's gonna need to come in here. He's gonna give y'all a hand too. We're splitting it a while. We're getting 30% to y'all, 70% to me. I'm providing infrastructure and Overwatch, but don't worry, that's not a small Eddie's quarrel. Looking at 750 Eddies each.
What's the chance we're gonna have to slam it on this one?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That's why you're here. You're the kind of guy who is ready for slamming it on, yeah?
It just kind of clenches the fist, and then like the knuckles on his cyber arm kind of pop up. They're big knucks.
And goes, right. I suppose I should introduce you to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your seventh here. Lucky 7 on a job. And he kind of hollers at the table of new humans. He's like, hey y'all, I need D. And one of them kind of looks up. And this guy has that classic Maelstrom look. He's got the extra cyber eyes, the Cyclops upgrade, to where his face is basically kind of like scooped out, and he's got fucking like
Ooh.
He's
Yeah.
got 7 eyes going on. He's
Oh.
Borg modded to shit. Like his body is very clearly like both
He's-
arms, both legs.
He's one fugly mother ucker.
Yeah. And he kind of stands up from where he's sitting, and he walks over to you, and his eyes are his eyes are kind of going like they're. He's got them on the default blue right now, instead of red. Kind of walks up to you. He's got like a leather jacket. Underneath is just like a cyber torso. Like lots of shit coming out, like ritual scars and like cyberware that's totally cosmetic and also totally extreme for no good reason. And yeah, he walks up and he's like, "What's up? I'm D. I'm your tech."
What's up, Chumba?
Kind of, there's a moment where probably both of you size each other up for a second.
Oh, and Dove looks like he's the fucking, like, he's gonna get shot once and explode.
Yeah,
Like I said, 5'6", 5'7", scrawny.
yeah. And he like,
The only impressive part is the arm and the sword.
yeah, and you can actually tell he's looking you up and down because the little scan lines go up and then scan lines go down, sort of thing.
Whoa. Usually I charge for that.
He nods and says, "What? Look, don't touch, yeah? Thought that was Vice code." Fucking looks over without even waiting for your response. Looks over to fucking Herr Wolfgangster and is like, "Alright, so we're looking for someone who went missing. Biomon got turned off. We got a location for when it was last on." And he's like, "I don't really keep that biometric crap on my spot. I don't exactly have the safest setup. I still need to get Hacker Hank on that shit again. But and he looks. I figure y'all's first place to look might be Club Fuck. I mean, that's where the girl was from, yeah."
You know who the mama or the papa is that runs fuck? Ain't heard of it.
You ain't
Yeah.
heard of. Okay,
And
never mind.
actually,
I'm from
Dove.
respectable fuck.
Sure. And Dove, you might have heard of Club Fuck just a little bit. Um, it's not like a big deal, but it's a big enough deal among vices that they're like a known quantity. You know what I mean?
Okay, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Uh, he's like, yeah, Mama who runs a place called Beldontra. She's a riot and a half.
Alright, Beldontra, you got deets on her? Maybe a phone? Something we can
Shit.
call?
Shit.
Come on. The easiest way
I'm-
to introduce yourself is to just go in, isn't it?
Yeah, and like,
What
should.
happened?
like,
Go ahead.
oh, go
I
ahead.
don't want to interrupt a busy schedule, if you know what I mean.
Oh, come
Nah,
on.
she's expecting.
If it's important enough, she'll listen.
And she's expecting y'all too, so y'all are probably good to go whenever you want. Hopefully you kept your night's schedule clean.
Look, you don't even got to do the talking. I'll see what I can find out, and we'll be back home in time for bed.
Goes, "Oh, and one more thing. I popped y'all a van, 8-seater, 7 of y'all. Figured that would be enough to get y'all around town in a timely fashion. Don't want no runners riding on the subway now."
I'm just, I look around like, good, because these guys weren't fitting on my jet ski.
Yeah. He's like, "So, y'all got any questions before y'all head out?"
Just
So,
turn.
Yeah.
Is this just an extraction, or are we to do something with Romeo?
Well, shit. I figure Beldontra might be able to give you a little bit more of a heads up on that. I've been approved for $750 to figure out what happened to her. Maybe you can talk to the big lady and figure out if you get a little bit more.
alright.
Honestly, I think we should flatline him if he did anything.
Yeah,
Hey,
you don't
more
fuck
money's-
around.
More money's more money. Says
Listen,
the guy
you
that
get
just
the-
said this is a favor.
Yeah.
If this guy's the kind of one to fuck around with a lady of the night, means he's looking for people that he's got power over. And if
Well,
they
then
start
guess
fucking
what?
around like that, they're bad chooms.
Well, guess what? And we turn them over to Club Fuck, and the people who are most directly affected by this can handle it their way. You ever
Or
heard
I
the
can
term
handle
La
it.
Cosa Nostra?
Or I could handle it my way, put in a good word for the showgirls.
My God, it's all the same with you fuckers. Whatever. And turns back. Are we ready to get out of here?
As he turns around, very quietly under his breath, you hear a, "Okay, boomer."
Ooh, with my cyber audio, sweet.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even though he may not have heard that, he's got an audio recorder.
Mhm.
So he's gonna hear that later
She
tonight.
called me- Who called me
Yeah.
a boomer?
Yeah.
Motherfucker called me a goddamn. I'm gonna kick his ass.
What's
Yeah.
that even mean? I don't know what the
Listen
kids are
here,
saying
thing,
these
young
days.
Oh,
thing.
Boomer's a thing. I mean, his Divergent timeline in 1980. So you know.
Nah, I'm just making fun of like he's so old he doesn't even know what boomer means as a slang.
Well, here's the
Right.
thing.
Right.
He was born in 1962, so
Yeah.
he remembers what real meat tasted like.
Yeah. Yeah. How does he feel about locust dogs?
Goddamn fucking inhumane.
Yeah.
God. You know, they used to make fucking meat from cows. You ever had a good
Yeah.
cow?
Yeah, cows are one of those things nowadays that are like super rare. Like, you've probably had Kobe beef, something that literally no one else in this party has probably had access
Oh,
to.
probably, yeah.
Have I
Yeah.
seen cows out in the forest?
You've not seen cows, you have seen
Horse cows.
I mean, you've seen deer.
Forest cows.
Oh, I guarantee you he's seen warthog out there. Those things are like the cockroaches.
Like,
Oh yeah. Part of the
Yeah.
reintroduction program was introducing a bunch of the native wildlife. But it's not like they did it with any real like care. So like they
Planning.
constantly have to go in. Yeah, exactly. They constantly have to go in and fix their problem, also known as either shoot a bunch of animals or release a whole bunch more animals.
Are you kidding me? The nomads probably take care of some of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. The
That's free
nomads
food.
throw off. Yeah, the nomads almost have a bit of like a tribal sort of situation of like just inherently knowing when it's a good idea to hunt and when it's not. Like, oh, they just dumped 1,000 deer into this forest. That's not sustainable. Let's bag
Yeah.
like 50.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, never had that, but I've had plenty of deer.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, you guys get all packed up and you know, Dee's like, so we just gonna stare at our dicks or are we gonna go?
Oh, I've got my bag slung over my shoulder. I brought it from my jet ski.
Yeah. So hell yeah. You guys all hop into the van and off you go to Club Fuck.
About so much-
16 and
I
drive.
was gonna say, he
Mhm.
doesn't really hop anymore.
True.
There's a reason he's only got like a move of 4.
Right. Very fair. Yeah, so you guys drive through the area. You guys go from DePipe through Canal Belt South. Bambino, Canal Belt South feels a bit like home. You worked this area for a while, so you kind of know the neighborhood. But yeah, like Canal Belt South is kind of like a it's kind of like a poorer neighborhood. Let me double check. Ba 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 ba. Emo Roton, Artist, Vondel Park. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of so like going through it, you see a lot of tourists in there, and like there's like a lot of hostels and shit, and like a lot of like Airbnb type situations, like housing only 50 eddies a night, shit like that. And Bambino, you know that the Scarlattis and the Banda, the Russian mafia, kind of share this area. But yeah, you then pull into Centrum. Centrum is a very well-developed corporate area. When you actually cross between Canal Belt South and Centrum, there are armed guards of White Wolf security that are just like standing there, waving people through, that sort of thing. And this is pretty common for New Amsterdam. Centrum is kind of like New Amsterdam's baby. The only place that does not have like armed guards at the bridge between Centrum and anywhere else is Central Station and the Jewish Quarter. Those are the only places where there aren't armed guards, right? Even Red Light has armed guards, right? And that's like just kind of a growth inside of Centrum. But yeah, yeah. And then finally, you pull up to Red Light. Ah, Red Light, home. Dove, you are used to these streets. Red Light is a weird mixture of clean and filthy. The streets, pretty clean. The clubs, also pretty clean. The people in Red Light look rough. Like, this place looks nicer than it has any right to be. Of course, living up to its name, red lights everywhere. They kind of took that theme and ran with it. There are dancers in the windows, and there are like a BD shop that's like that has like great BDs, porno XXX, like fucking like synth coke sold here, like trademark after synth coke, shit like that. And yeah, you guys pull down the main drag, and you end up in front of a club that is a big black building with just white letters in big fucking neon that just say fuck across the front. You hear that classic kind of music in the background, right? Yeah, exactly. And like you see like there's in the window there is like an amputee who does not have like an arm augment who's dancing, and then there's like a morbidly obese person in the other window. And then like the bouncer is dressed in like leather fetish wear. And there is a line almost around the block to this place.
Yeah,
I
Dove
love it.
probably hops out and looks back the others and is like, at least let me try and do the talking first.
You
Yeah.
act like you know what you're doing. I'll let you embarrass yourself.
These are my kind of people.
Yeah.
I think he belongs here, old man.
Yeah, belongs.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so what are you gonna do, Dove?
I'm gonna like. There's always usually like two guards. There's one that's like watching the line, and there's also someone else to watch the door.
Yeah.
One for people coming in, one for people going out.
Exactly.
I'd
You
like to
got it.
like. Dove just approaches the one that's the least occupied right now. He doesn't want to be a burden on them and mess up with the, don't want to cause a scene and don't want to fuck with their business.
Yeah, and just this massive dude with like sailor tattoos. He's wearing like leather pants and like a sailor cap. And he's just jacked. He's got gorilla arms too.
Yeah, just nonchalantly walks up to him, holds out a fist for a fist bump kind of thing. He's like, "Sup, Chumba?"
And he fist bumps you and goes, "Oh shit." Goes, "What's up? What you need?"
Fuck. I'm a runner with Herr Wolfganger. Boss lady says she needs to see us, but knows you got a big line. You don't mind if me and my folks come in through the side entrance, right?
He's like, 1 sec. Like, kind of puts his finger to his ear for a second, and then you see like a data scroll go past his eye. And then waits for a second. And then he pulls his finger back and goes, "All right, you're good to go," and kind of steps aside.
And he, flicks him a finger gun. He's like, "Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
he's
be
like, "No
stranger
problem."
now. Come to showgirls."
He's like, "Shit, I ain't been to Showgirls in a minute." And like, fucking, as you guys are going in.
Yeah, go back, get the others. Kind of pause just long enough to look at Bambino. Is like, "See, I know my people.
Yeah.
You got
And,
something to prove. Prove it. Don't talk.
Yeah.
I think I already did. Come on, side entrance is this way.
Yeah. And you guys head into the side entrance. The music becomes incredibly loud, of course. You like this place fucking like it smells like sweat, drug sweat, like, you know, like that kind of like chemically body odor and lube. Like this place is just fucking off the walls bananas, right? Like you see
Literally.
like huh?
Literally, because there's probably dicks everywhere.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, this place is like not to get too fine of a description on it, but yeah, this place has earned its name Club Fuck. It is seedy, it is fetishy. There's just like people all over who are just getting into it, you know. But yeah, you head in through the side entrance, and you see this guy. He's in like a gimp suit with a ball gag, and he's got the zippers over his eyes, like open. And he like looks at you guys and kind of like, and like kind of waves you.
Yeah, I think it's alright if I take the lead as the solo, just in case shit gets heated in a way
Yeah.
that Club Fuck is not known for getting heated.
That's fine.
Right. And by the way, what does everybody make of this scene?
I'm giving it more of like the businessman's approach, where you're like looking at it, you're like, this place is not as dignified as my sex club.
Yeah.
Depends. Do girls try to get away from this place?
Not generally. You don't know much about Club Fuck, but
Okay.
like,
If I haven't
but
smuggled anyone out, then
no, you have not smuggled anyone out of Club Fuck. You haven't really done much business with Club Fuck. Like maybe
Perfect.
you've like driven a truck to the place at one point that had
that's
like
fine.
drinks or something.
This is in red
wasn't
light, right?
Yeah, this is in red light.
Okay.
In
So
fact, I'm gonna mark it real quick.
he would never admit it,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not a regular, but he's kind of intermittent. He's here probably. He's probably here once a year.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
Yeah. Just to see what you see. Okay, I get you.
More or less, he gets bored of the places he's been. And by the way, they don't play baseball all the time, so.
Yeah, let me real quick. Boop, boop.
Who was saying what now?
I'm thinking with Spat that he may have had to come here to surgically remove something from an orifice or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
Like, you've
There you
probably
go.
been in a crash car for someone who overdosed on something.
You put a
A million
mercury
one shot.
thermometer in where?
Yeah,
A million
exactly.
got the- a
Sorry,
million to
can't
one.
hear you. It's in my
Sorry,
ear.
what were you saying, Computer King?
A million to one shot, Doc. A million to one.
So good. But yeah, as you'll see if you zoom in kind of, Club Fuck is marked in the red light.
Going to this giant map.
Yeah. Yeah, again, took me 1,000,000 years to do this map, so I'm very proud of it.
It's so small.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how big the map is.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
After 10,000 years, my map is free.
Yeah, I mean, like, 100 kilometers, or not 100 kilometers, 100 meters makes up barely any space on this map. Like, it makes up probably, like, 128th or something, so, yeah, it's a pretty big map. And 0 feet, very good.
This is all
Yeah.
within one point. It is. Oh my god! Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and think, this is a relatively tiny part of New Amsterdam. But yeah, so you guys follow this gimp, and you come up to this door. It's a red leather door with like the buttons that make the kind of X shape on it, you know, that are gold, right? The whole thing's gilded. And and he like uses this knocker, and the door opens, and you get kind of like a light from the back, and you see this like absolutely giant woman, who is also in fetish gear, like tall fucking boots above her knees, like with giant heels. You can tell she's had her legs extended via cybernetics, and her arms too, and even her torso. She just looks stretched, kind of. And she looks and goes, "What do we have here?"
Bonjour,
You said you
madame.
decided to talk.
Yeah, I walk in. I'm like, bonjour, madame.
"Oh, don't speak French to me. You'll get me started." And she kind of gives you this smile, says, "Y'all the runners?"
We are. And that was Haitian, my dear.
Goes, "Oh, well, excuse me for not being a polyglot," and kind of smiles and like kind of ushers you in. And like she seems incredibly nice. And you go into her office, which also could just be described as a dungeon. And like she's got one of those big like cross beam things, but like as the back of her chair. And she sits down behind her desk and like puts her fucking leg up on the desk and is just like, "Right. So I need to tell you about Serenity. First of all, y'all have any experience looking for y'all have any experience looking for folks?"
You're
Was that
talking
all?
to one of the original showgirls.
And looks and goes, "Nice, nice. Yeah. I thought I had you made. Dove, right?"
Yeah, that's my name. Dove, the soil dove.
And goes, "Yeah, Showgirl's a pretty good little operation. No, I actually talked to the head one time. She didn't want to do a merger, but of course that was under different, less favorable circumstances. I won't hold it against you."
Hey, I don't run the place. I just make sure that anyone who gets a little grabby with the girls, either they keep the fingers themselves or I keep the fingers. And he like motions like bending a finger backwards.
Mm-hmm. She's like, "Good, good. That's the kind of energy I need behind this." So, had this girl, right? Name was Serenity. Good girl. Strong girl. Trying to pay off going to college, wanting to do some corpo shit. I don't really care. She was good and she made a lot of money. And, well, one night, she says that she gets scared about something. Scared about, taking the subways, saying some character who only went by the name of John. Clever, I know. Uh, was writing to her, freaking her out, saying he knew her out on the subway, so shit. She decides she's gonna walk home. Thinks she's tough enough to walk it. About halfway across the bridge between Centrum and 9 Streets, her biomon goes off. Now, I don't like that. Anybody who's been watching the news about 9 Streets knows some shit's going down. I don't want to lose Serenity. I care about my boys and girls, and those in between, or neither here nor there. I want you to find what happened and, deal with it.
She said between Centrum and the 9 Streets. Which one?
She's like, northmost bridge.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta zoom out. Where was that?
Actually, no. It would be this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Be like second to northmost bridge, because yeah, she would
God,
have
the
been
pings are
like
so tiny.
here to here
Let me
to
change
here
my
to here sort of thing. It's like, yeah, she's safe around Centrum, no problem. Someone goes missing halfway through a bridge, though, that's when I start having a problem. Nobody normal can fess up to that. 9th Street might be holding some shit back. 9th Street goons decide maybe they want a slice of action. Could be a
Alright.
separate group.
So
No.
who runs 9 Streets? Out of character.
The 9th Street goons.
Okay.
So that's a legitimate gang. 9th Streets actually
What's the
is an
racket?
oddity. Yeah, the racket for 9th Streets is literally 9th Street. So basically, 9 Streets comprises a really important set of roads between Jordan and Centrum. On top of that, the 9th Street Goons are kind of almost like a La Familia sort of situation of like, this is our neighborhood, these are our people, like, we are near autonomous. You know what I mean?
Where did...
Attempts to... Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Attempts to rein in the 9 Streets into paying like property taxes, facing outside policing, everything like that has failed. They have a chokehold on this. And that's because culturally, the 9 Streets is a really important neighborhood in Amsterdam alone, just because it's one of the first neighborhoods that, it's one of the first neighborhoods that Catholics were, like, allowed to openly worship in once Protestantism became the mainstay.
All right. So remind me where she lived.
Well, she was heading over to Jordan. You know, that's where most folk live. She lived somewhere north Jordan. I got the address around here somewhere. And kind of fishes around and writes some shit down on like a disposable tab or something.
As someone, a character who has both transported legally and illegally goods, would I know about any like the locations under the bridge that might be hideouts or stuff?
Every bridge under a bridge, like, people set up shit. Usually it's homeless camps or drug labs or weapons manufacturing. Like, these bridges are pretty big, and then also people will dig into the canal infrastructure under. So basically, Amsterdam and New Amsterdam is held together on top of wood pallets. That's a real fact, which is pretty fucking wild. People will dig under these wood pallets and basically hollow them out, replace shit with concrete, and make their own little spots literally underneath people's noses. So, yeah, shit could happen under the bridge, shit could happen above the bridge.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, we could check underneath some of the bridges. It's possible someone took her and it wasn't seen from the other side. She could be under there.
Sure.
Can you tell us a little bit more about her? She got an input or a main line? Anything like that?
Well, I didn't really know too much about her outside the club. She kind of kept to herself. She was not new, but hadn't made herself really at home. Some of the girls might know. I don't really know. And maybe at this point, like, the gimp kind of like grunts, and she's like, "Oh, hold on," and like unclicks his ball gag. He's like, yeah, I know about her situation. She has a boyfriend over in North Jordan.
Schumer got a name or got an address?
And he's like, shit, I gotta make another name. 1 second. The good thing is
Yes,
Cyberpunk
good.
names are really easy to make. Be like, yeah, and called himself Scav.
Quite the name. What does
Not an actual
Scav
scav,
do?
is he?
As far as I know, no, he's not an actual Scav.
Well, interesting.
And yeah, he probably asks for his hands to be unrestrained, and like then like writes down on that disposable tab his address as well.
So, have people gone missing? Actually, he'd just know this. Have
Yeah.
people gone missing in this connection recently? It happened often.
In that connection, make me a first check of the game. Let's make it count. Sorry, I'm looking at your character sheet real quick so I can kind of know. Let's do, I think, probably either local expert your home or criminology?
All right, we'll do criminology.
Nice. Yeah. So you've been kind of watching the news because maybe crime obviously interests you. 9th Street's been having a bit of a Jack the Ripper problem. People been going missing around there real hard. It's very like it's a problem to where 9th Street goons are even like potentially gonna work with White Wolf to figure out what happened. Like actually let White Wolf into their neighborhood.
They picked a name for this guy yet?
Yeah, they just call him the Cyber Slasher because they think he's a cyber psycho.
All right, I'm putting that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 9th Streets has been having issues recently with people disappearing. Other people, their people. It's gotten bad. My guess is this might be a problem. That being said, that means we might have an in with the 9th Streets.
She's like, whatever in you got, I'm gonna call that a good in because I am not a fan of having my girls go missing. My people are my people.
Well, if it's any consolation. Never mind. Too old for that shit.
Yeah. She's like, listen, you find out what's done to her, and you take care of the problem, we're all set.
Uh-huh. Anything else
Would,
you think
would
we
you
need to
define
know?
the problem?
Sorry, what you...
Would you define the problem as her being missing, or the problem as the person who took her?
She go, I'll leave that up to interpretation.
Speaking of things like that, assuming we find her and we bring her back, what happens if we find the Choom who did this to her and we bring him back? You want him still breathing, or you want us to flatline him?
Well, you bring him back alive. Fuck it. I'll throw in an extra 500 eddies for each he is. You bring him back dead, we'll make it 250.
All right.
That I can do.
We can work with that.
And,
right. I guess last thing we needed to know, looking at the, I forget his name, the other guy.
D?
What?
Are you talking about D or are you talking about the
D.
Gimp? Oh, yeah,
no,
D.
the Gimp. Sorry.
Oh, the Gimp? Okay,
Yeah.
He doesn't have a name. He's a Gimp.
Yes.
That's a quote for this game.
Other than this John dude, she ever talk about anyone, have any issues with anyone?
Her
and John...
He's like,
No, her and Scav doing okay?
He's like, as far as I know... Or, god dang it. Far as I know, no problems. And make me a read human roll. Yeah. Or a human empathy roll, or whatever it is.
And I do that. It's
yes, absolutely.
All of us are just him.
Human empathy. Yeah. Where is that?
It's
human perception. My bad. Scene.
It's my specialty. That's why I was like, can I do it?
Yeah. I'm going to say that anyone who scores over a 10...
I still can't find it. Hold on. I'm playing my... I'm playing... Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
We got a 20!
Yeah! First one.
I still want to roll to be happy. You guys have to tell me. I can't fucking find it. Oh, there it is.
It's all the way on the right.
Yeah, yours is doing what mine was doing, and I don't know what fixed it.
Oh, poor Spate. Oh,
no, Spates didn't roll.
Yeah, why is it minusing 1d10?
Okay, when you roll a -1 or a 1, you actually get a minus D10.
I didn't even notice the 1. Yeah,
if you get a flat 20 or a 10, you get a plus D10 as well. That's why his is so high.
Yeah.
Bates is having the same issue as mine, and I don't know what fixed it. Mine is there now, which is why I was able to roll.
Okay. We'll get it figured out after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bambino, you're probably not even looking at the GIMP. You're just like, just stop. So anyone who scored above a 10 can tell he's like Scene, you can tell he's not telling you something. Estray, you can tell he's not telling you something because he's right next to Belladontrix. Or Belladontra.
I mean, she is a Belladontrix.
Yeah, she is.
Huh.
But yeah. So two of you kind of pick up on the fact that he's not saying something.
Hmm. I remain quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Estray, do you do anything?
I stay quiet for now,
Okay. Okay.
but I'll follow him once we leave.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, she says if there's nothing else going on, I think that it's about time that and she pulls out a glass and is like, I think it's about time I had a break. I've been working nonstop all day. And kind of gives you the dismissive finger wag out. Like she's polite, but also very much like, this is my space now.
Oh,
Quick, before we go, I have a question for you, ma'am.
What's that?
You mind if we talk with your girls and your boys and your in-betweens?
Sure. Whatever you find out, that's fine by me. And she's like, you know what? Give yourself a 1080 credit at the bar. I'll let him know.
Oh boy.
Shit, fine by me. Get me some chew too.
Yeah.
the Bambino's thinking, shit, did I have a tab here?
And almost as
Did
if
you
reading...
want a tab here?
Yeah, I was about to say, almost as if reading your mind, she looks at you and goes, you're fine. Like, sort of thing.
He's like, what? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not telling. He was here for different reasons last time.
Yeah, and also
reasons.
What's that?
And also Estray, you definitely notice the like look that she gives Bambino. But like it like no one else notices. Just because you have that rolling 20, like yeah, you definitely notice like she gives him a look.
He's here once a year. Leave him alone, okay? It's not for the reason you think. You should ask him.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the food here.
No,
the buffet is exquisite.
Well, considering he no longer has any ties to the people he used to work for, this is one of the only safe places he can talk with them.
Very valid. Very valid.
Imagine calling fuck a safe place.
Well,
yeah, right.
It's loud. It drowns out most of the good recording software.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're fairly safe talking in a place like this.
Yeah, true. But yeah. So you guys head out of the office.
Is Gimp
Huh?
Boy following us or leading us out?
Yeah, he leads you out. And the door closes behind you guys, and he's like he doesn't have his ball gag in at this point, and he's like starting to like essentially crawl off.
I reach out and just kind of like grab his collar a little bit.
Yeah, and he's like,
Ooh.
I lean
yeah,
in
yeah.
and I'm like, now what were you not telling us in there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come now, your face reads easier than, well, everything about you.
I have persuade and intimidate really good.
Me too.
I got decent persuasion.
Yeah, one of those roles might work.
I'll persuade.
Okay.
I'm not trying to intimidate.
Can I
Intimidate's not exactly gonna work on him.
Exactly. It'll turn him on a little bit.
Yeah. So how do you persuade this guy?
Oh, Scene is, I think, after being a little gentle for a moment, realizes that this guy is in a special, he's in a suit for a reason.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of our viewers, Scene does some stomping almost.
Yeah, just kicks him in the ribs or something.
Rolls him over on his stomach, stomps on his chest,
Right. Classic. And then what do you say?
and just leans down and is like, I mean, you're gonna tell me what I want to know.
He's
Come
like, okay, okay. So here's the thing. So there's uh, okay. Please just don't tell her.
There's no need for that.
It's like, okay. Skintles has been coming through here and has been scoping our clients and our talent left and right. I didn't want to worry Belladontra, and she doesn't need to know because they pay very, very well whenever someone leaves. And as far as she knows, we're having a retention problem, and that's it. And maybe I get a bit of the cut.
Whoa.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're saying it. What? Are these people doing this to make seedy fucking BDs?
Keep it down. You don't want to attract any
What is
attention.
do we know, or do I know what Skittles is?
Ah, yes. So allow me to explain the nightclub scene finally.
Yes.
You would be very intimately familiar with this, Dove. The rest
That's
of the
why
party
he's
might-
mad.
Yeah. So, Skintles. So there are two entertainment companies for clubs. Two main entertainment companies for clubs in New Amsterdam. There is Skintles, which focuses on sex workers, and there is Twilight, which focuses on narcotics. And the Vices, first of all, hate them because Vice represents autonomy and freedom in a city that will constantly stop you down. Skintles and Twilight, both of them, represent like fucking just the soullessness of taking away the last things that make humans human, you know. So that's what a lot of common viewpoint is. But yeah, so Skintles is like very heavy into like prostitution and that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of just
Strip clubs,
being a club
etc.
that people just go and be themselves, it's more of a you're gonna do this because that's what the client wants kind of thing.
Yeah, there's that
Kinda like-
impersonal
I feel
cold
like
corporate.
yeah, I feel
What's
like
it called from
fuck is more like the
Cyberpunk?
Oh, the dolls.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
that.
Skintles definitely does.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
Cloud.
like fuck is kind of the place where
Clouds.
they
Yeah.
come in and say, I'm looking for a girl who's down to do this, and a girl steps forward or guy, where
Right.
Skittles is more like you're gonna do this for the client because that's what he wants.
Exactly. Like Skintles is the kind of thing that offers a great opening package, and then the longer you work for them, the worse it becomes.
Yep.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not exactly good people. And
Oh,
like, huh?
I was just gonna say they're not good people, and Gimpy can tell that talking about working with them, it looks like he's about to find out what those big nucks can do.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys want to attract attention right here, right now?
I'm stomping on a gimp in the middle of the floor. That's not attracting attention. That's just normal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
that's
normal.
probably-
He's
that's probably what seems
he's
bad.
almost exclusively talking about Dove and his yelling
Oh.
of
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, whether or not the patrons are listening, the guy at the bar definitely fucking is. He kind of looks over. Is someone he'd recognize working the bar tonight?
No. You guys are kind of still in the backstage area.
Oh, that's
so there's
true.
definitely dancers and shit around though that would be listening. Like
Yeah.
the staff would be listening, cause like someone who's not normally fucking up Gimpy over here is like fucking up Gimpy over here.
Yeah. Well, the audio recorder's been on since he got that hot dog, so
Sure.
that's, not a issue.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm not going to turn on
No.
the scrambler yet.
I just
Dove's
kind of like
definitely doing the, 5 deep breaths, count to 10.
no, I
Yeah.
just shove Gimpy like with my foot into a wall, turn, open the door to that girl's chamber or bedroom or whatever we were in. I don't know.
Right.
It's everything. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, thought you should know that Gimpy is taking money on the side, selling some of your people to the Skittles.
And
And then without a word, he's like, I'll take a little extra payment when we're done. Don't worry, and just close the door.
Yeah, he looks pure shock and terror.
He's too busy being medically taken care of, make sure his chest cavity is not caved in.
Bambino's
Oh,
going to go get a drink now.
Yeah.
Because
This
this
is
is
a
not
money
how he
moment.
operates at all.
Yeah.
And these
Dove,
people do.
Yeah, Dove, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, if he I imagine when he opens the door and tries to push him and he's trying to claw his way out after he just got bought like that.
Yeah.
And he picks him up by the back of his neck with his cyber arm and hucks him into the room and is like, "Have fun, go nuts."
Jesus. Devlin, what are you doing?
it's time to head to the bar with the old man.
Hell yeah.
I have 4
And-
body. That guy ain't hurt. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I have
And then
8 smile.
Estray, how do you take in this scene?
I actually run facial recognition programs out on the net and see if I can find this guy's actual identity, and then figure out where his bank account is.
I guess
Yeah,
that is another way to
He's
get
not
money.
gonna need it.
Let's see. What would that check be? I have not read the rules for net running yet. I did not know if we would get to that this session.
The
So
net,
what would-
Yeah, the net running
You
rules
and I
aren't
really
going to
haven't read
help
them
you
either.
there.
Mhm,
They're not going to
Uh,
help you at all. That's for building a
Forgery?
physical space.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I would say probably like forgery or accounting or
if you're looking for his bank
bureaucracy.
account, I'd definitely do accounting.
Yeah, we'll say
There
accounting.
would be I think you can do 2 different things against 2 different
Uh-huh.
things. So you could do accounting and electric security tech
Yeah,
um,
true.
as a way to break in, and then
Hmm.
essentially as the DM, I think you could do like a separate role where there's a baseline plus an NPC who set it all up, electric security tech, and maybe some other skill.
We'll just do a DC. Electric security tech actually seems like the best role. So give me an accounting and then an electronic security tech. Okay, that's good accounting. Electronic security tech? Okay. So you find his bank account, but you find out that this guy's bank account is a high level, what is known as a gold account with the Habsburg Group, which is like the banking conglomerate.
Oh my
So
god.
like this guy has like near CEO money, but
Jesus.
his account is locked down.
Oh,
Fucking
but yeah,
kinky.
yeah. I mean that makes sense. They come sometimes the richest people have the weirdest kinks.
Mm-hmm,
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Well, we make a note of this. That's going to be a deep dive later.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys are at the bar. What do you pick up?
Well, they're gonna go to the bar. I want to talk to the girls in the back.
Sure.
I'm gonna head
Let's
back outside to the van.
Okay, so you go to the van. You're checking out girls in the back.
I
or
mean, I'm not
talking to
checking
girls in
them
the back.
out.
Yeah, no. I correction to myself. Let's see here. What is Astray doing?
We're probably going to go spend that 1080 on something.
Okay, nice.
Whatever
nice.
she can get to drink.
Um,
I just want the 10.
I'm going
Nice.
to the van.
Yeah,
okay, you go to the van too. Devlin, you go to the bar, and Bambino goes to the bar. So Devlin and Bambino, you and Astray. So Devlin, Bambina, and Astray, you guys go to the bar. Spate, you go. Oh yeah, you go to the van. That's right. So yeah. What do you guys get at the bar?
Give me a grumpy old man.
He looks at you and goes, oh shit, what would that be? Okay,
So
he
a
looks at you
grumpy
and
old
goes,
man is ginger ale, bourbon, whiskey, and lime juice.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
bougie.
So he fixes you one just fine and slides it over to you.
He nods and he would probably, the Bambino has been here just enough. He would know like a bartender, like his bartender.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So he'd be like, "Hey, is my guy working tonight?"
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, uh, who, Triple N? Yeah, Triple N is, he's bar backing tonight.
All right, that's good. Tell him I said hi.
And he nods, and I'll pass it along. And, that sort of thing. What does Devlin get?
Black Russian, please.
Yeah, they fix you a Black Russian, no problem. Bambino, you saw a quick flicker of a scroll across his eye as he had to look up what a grumpy old man was. Devlin, he just fixes it right up. Estray,
Yeah.
what do you get?
Pint of stout.
Hell yeah, easy as fuck. He pours you a pint, hands it to you. But yeah, so you guys are kind of sitting at the bar, and maybe as you're sitting at the bar, everybody make me a perception who's at the bar. Okay, nice.
I'm trying to find perception. I swear.
It's under the first one, the
Ugh,
first
Yeah.
column.
It's
I
weird.
feel
It's an
so.
awareness skill.
I feel so old trying
Right?
to
Well,
find
there's
it.
so many skills. I love it.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, okay.
I'm feeling 67.
Yeah, right.
What the
You
fuck
guys,
is this? Sorry.
yeah, you guys all notice for sure there is like at the front, like you see this one dude who's super fucking disheveled, is getting like thrown out, and they like try and throw him, and then he like grabs onto the wall and like is not getting thrown by this guy with fucking gorilla arms.
Probably look to the bartender. You know anything about that?
He's like, looks over and is like, shit, no, I do not. Like, looking at him, just like, looks like a hell of a time, though.
Might be worth a talk. And he kind of stands up and looks at Devlin and who else is at the bar? I forget.
Yeah.
Estray.
Estrella.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say he's worth a start at the very least. Might be fun to laugh at him.
Yeah, he's really
Hanging in
adamant
there.
about not being out.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
I'm an old man. You're gonna get lots of bad jokes from me. And some dad jokes. And some jokes that are just plain sad. And with that,
Yeah.
he turns and kind of walks towards the.
Yeah,
towards
and
the-
you start walking towards that, and maybe we'll cut as you guys start walking towards that. And we will cut to Dove, and Dove, you also have you have D with you as well.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you guys are in the back. You have tracked down a girl who goes by the name of Cherry. That's like her dancing name.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's like, listen, I don't know what I can tell you, honey. But I'd be more than happy to help. And like, she's got this tiny little delicate voice and is wearing like very clearly like dominatrix shit, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
As
so
one
she's
does.
right. It's like a weird like wait a minute, what? Like sort of thing. But yeah,
Cognitive juxtaposition.
yeah, exactly. But yeah. So what do you ask her?
I'm not after much, just said or what was her name again, the girl we're looking for?
Serenity.
Brennan,
Yeah, Serenity. Just know that Serenity said that she was worried about some John calling themselves John. Did you ever have someone she was real popular with here at the club?
Yeah, I know who John is.
Right, anything you're willing to tell me?
Well, John is he's he's sweet. He just doesn't get it, and he's I promise you, his bark is way worse than his bite, but yeah, he comes to the club everyone. He's only been in here once since she's gone.
Yeah? They look for anybody in particular? Trust me, I've been in the biz before. I know what it's like getting Johns that can't take a hint that it was a job.
Well, so he tried to come in, he reeked to high heaven of booze, and he was asking for Serenity and said he couldn't get in touch with her. And this was before we even knew that Ren was gone. So we just said she hadn't showed up for a shift yet, and stormed out, talking some kind of shit. But yeah, he seemed not right in the head at that moment. I mean, he's not the guy you call right in the head, but at least he was somewhat stable. It seemed. It seemed way different than what he usually was.
Right. Got, place that he's from? Anywhere else he likes to hang out around this time? Like
I
to
don't
find him
know.
if I can.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't have eddies on him ever. He comes in, scraps together 5, 10 eddies, does what he can. I mean, we've had to kick him out plenty of times. Always good natured about it, sort of the I figured I'd have to try sort of type, But as far as I know, might even be homeless.
Right. So if he's homeless, think he might be from around here in Red Light?
I don't know. Probably can't afford a Metro card.
Anything else you can tell me about Serenity? Maybe
Uh,
something about her and Scav?
yeah. So Scav wasn't very good for her. Scav, he was one of those guys who liked to talk big and tough and had a motorcycle. He tried to run out with the he tried to run with the street wardens, but I think he flunked out of that. So yeah, one of those guys who always tried to be big and tough. I didn't like him very much. Serenity, by the way, her name's Nani Handbell. She that's she didn't really tell anyone her name, but she got close enough to me, and if something's happened to Send, then I mean, you guys probably need it.
Appreciate it. So, he jerks back towards, the door. There's
Mhm.
like, Gimpy, before we tossed him back into the wolves' den, said something about Scav and Serenity getting along. Think he was playing us a con there, too?
I mean, they got along as much as some kind of wannabe ganger and a red light could. Someone from Vice and someone from someone who's in Vice and doesn't belong here, and someone who's in Street Wardens and doesn't belong there. I mean, you gotta lie to each other and get along somehow.
Nods at that. She wasn't really close with any of the other girls.
No, she really kept to herself. First day she came in here, looked scared as hell, like some kind of rat about to get run over by a bike. But I told her kind of the ropes, and I helped her around. She never really fit in here, but she made good money, and she didn't want to leave, as far as I know.
Well, can't guarantee nothing, but I'm gonna do what I can, make sure she gets back safe.
She smiles and she's like, "Yeah, I know. You're you're good people. I can just tell by looking at you." And kind of like looks over at D for a second, a little less confident, but then looks back at you.
I keep fun company, don't I?
Yeah, and she's like, "Yeah, I never figured I'd see someone from New Humans get in the door. He's like, not from New Humans. And she's like, what? It's like, I'm not from New Humans. Don't fuck with him. It's like, okay, whatever you say, sort of thing.
Yeah, trust me, he's good folk so far. Like, gives Dee a good-natured pat on the shoulder and is like, just be careful though, he likes to scan things with his eyes.
Yeah, he looks over at you for a second with a deadpan look and then looks back forward.
Aren't all of his looks kind of deadpan considering most of his face is gone?
True. He does have a mouth, though, that he pretty much never moves from a permanent half frown. Uh, yeah, exactly. But, no. She's like, but, really, I don't really know what else I can tell you.
You told us good enough. See about what the others are doing right now.
Yeah, and she nods and says, listen, good luck, and, hey, no matter what happens, just take care of her.
He nods, he's like, one way or another, I'll make sure she gets where she needs to get.
Nods again. And, yeah, we are going to cut back to the people out in the van. So that is
Yeah.
Fate and Scene. You guys see a guy at the front who tried to enter and is like getting roughed up. And like they're like legitimately trying to throw him out, but he's like gripping onto the wall. You can actually see his thumb pressing into the brick. Like pressing into the brick.
Jeez.
And they're like not dislodging him.
Is he
he's-
saying anything?
He's not. He's weirdly quiet. He stumbled up to this place too. Like he fucking stumbled up, like kicked a bottle on the way, almost tripped. Dressed fucking awful, has long stringy hair. He's pretty fucked looking.
How are your people skills?
My people skills are perfect.
Yeah.
And I'll come up and be like, what is going on over here?
And as you come up, you also see Bambino. And did Devlin and Astray follow Bambino?
Evelyn did.
Yeah, when she finishes her fight.
Okay. Yeah, so you see them at the front to greet you. And what did you say, Scene?
Oh, it was just like, and what is going on over here?
Yeah. And guys like, get off the wall, motherfucker! Sort of thing as he's like pulling. He's like, this got come out of fucking whatever money, you know.
Hey, let him go. What's he trying to do here?
And
You keep yanking like that, you're gonna take the whole fucking wall down.
yeah, and
We'll
he's
pry
like,
his hands off of it after you put him down.
he's like, just want to see Sin.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. He plays it back in his audio suite real
Are they
fast.
letting me kind of get close a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They are. Any help would be appreciated for
Yeah,
them.
I'll lean in and I just, in his ear, I'm just like, why don't you help us find Sin?
And he's like, your sin is?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And like, he like lets go of the wall and like flumps onto the ground, you know.
What'd you tell him?
And I'll help him up. Like I try to like grab his arm a little bit. I'm like, come on, why don't we go over to my van and we can talk about it.
Why don't we go over to my van?
It fits into this, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just fucking
yeah.
chopped liver then. I'll go back to my drink or something.
Just give you a look, like it's not the time.
That's not what he's mad
Everyone's
about,
gonna go
but
and follow Scene
you
and the
do
guy.
you.
Yeah.
And he
Devlin,
will-
you're going with?
With Scene and the guy he's taking to his van. And he'll stop
Hell
and
yeah.
pat the gorilla armed guy on the shoulder, saying, "Don't worry, you're outclassed. Whatever he's got, it's enough to be hidden and still stronger than your arms."
And he like,
Helmet.
yeah, and he like kind of nods, but like looks a little bit like down, you know?
Oh,
You know? But yeah. Estray, do you go to the van?
I'll make my way there.
Okay. Yeah. So, Spate, UC Scene, Astray, Devlin, and maybe Bambino?
He's not happy with the way. Never mind. He's Scene's being a dick, but he'll go.
He's a grumpy old man. Yeah, he
Pretty
goes
much.
over as well. And yeah, you see most of the gang roll up to the van with this just disheveled looking drunkard.
All right, I'll scoot back to the back next to him to make sure and get him sobered up, I guess.
We're not
Make
getting
sure
into the
nothing's
van.
injured.
Just
Yeah,
throwing him up
and
against the van.
give me just like a basic first aid thing.
I'll let you do that. Yeah, good. I'm glad I
Nice.
did.
Okay. So this guy has incredibly high alcohol levels. He also has really high levels of barbiturates in his body, like really high. Like should not be walking right now high levels.
Enough to kill a horse
Especially
high?
huh?
Enough to kill a horse high.
Oh yeah, like, and this amount of alcohol plus barbiturates is enough to kill 10 horses high. Like, this dude has got some shit going on. And you can kind of see there's some inputs for some cyberware on his skin, but like, you can't see any physical cyberware on him.
Well, my assumption would assume that it's underneath, so
Right. Yeah, as a Ripper Doc, you notice, yeah, he's got like muscle weave going on and like a couple other things. He's probably got titanium skeleton of some kind, you know.
What's
that's
your
probably the only reason that he's still standing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
assessment, Doc?
Dude, he's like 4 horses to the wind, like past the normal level. But he's got so much tech in his body, that's the only way he's functionally standing. If he didn't have that, he'd be like beyond dead.
Probably has some toxin filters too.
Mm. Yeah, and maybe it's about this time that Dove and D get out. Man, we've got Dove, D, and Devlin. But yeah, get out.
Buddies!
Yeah. But yeah, goes out. You guys see this fucking disheveled, drunk, stringy haired dude, kind of like half in, half out of the van, you know? 3D,
Wow.
damn right.
Kind of stopping and like patting the back of his hand, patting D on the arm, being like, "Think that's our guy?"
Scans for a second. Could be.
I'm like giving him some water. I'm like, when was the last time you saw Sin?
He's like, it was a week ago. It was sin.
Just start walking up and be like, "Hey, John, how's it going?"
He like looks up at you, like bleary eyed, and is like, "Who the fuck are you?"
It don't matter right now. What matters is knowing what you know.
He's like, I don't fucking care what you know.
Wait, this fucker's the John?
Apparently, talked to a girl named Cherry inside. Said that this Chuma come in, sometimes maybe 5, 10 eddies to his name, at most. Always looking for Sen. All said he came in after she disappeared.
Well, that means he knows he didn't know where she went. Otherwise, why would you come looking for a girl you know's gone?
Is he fucked up on all kinds of drugs?
What I'm saying is, I don't think he's behind our problem. He might know something about it, though.
He's like,
Where?
Okay,
Hey,
you don't
buddy,
know the
what
first
do you
thing
know
about
about
love.
he's like, no. And like he slams his head into the side of the van door and makes a clean dent,
Okay,
like
someone,
the
Shit.
size of his head on the frame of the door.
Now
someone
fuck,
put
I
this
think this
kid
guy might-
under.
for.
He might be a fucking psycho if we're not careful.
Kind of looks at Spat.
Definitely will be if
You-
you keep talking about him like he's not here.
You wanna
Uh.
give this guy something to sober him up?
Good question.
I
Sure.
as much as I tend to lay low, this will cause enough trouble that we can stay a little bit more low than normal.
Yeah.
So I lean in, and I'm just, and in his ear I say, you know, I heard some psycho might have taken her over in 9th Streets. Or 9th Streets. Yeah, no, the 9th Streets.
9 Streets, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, just through his teeth, he's like, what?
We were gonna head over there and see if we could find out who it was. If you wanna, you know, try to get there and figure out who it was as well. We could work with
like-
each other.
Yeah, he's like, and he's just like, you can tell if he had any energy, he'd be fucking dead sprinting at this
Yep.
point.
Yeah.
What's everyone's reaction to Scene being like, maybe we take this guy?
Oh, not
Yeah.
take. I was just gonna dump them loose in the 9th Streets and let them cause chaos.
Just
Oh,
look
fuck.
up at Scene and being and whispering, you know, stage whispering, like, "Are you a
Yeah.
fucking crazy man?"
I'm glad we've all completely forgotten the job.
This is the job.
This, he says, pointing at him, is most certainly not the job.
This stirs up trouble and causes our actual target to maybe make a mistake. Maybe
That
this
or
point-
dig in his heels.
At this, Bambino kind of throws up his hands. All right, there's no structure here. You guys want to argue about it? Be my guest. He gets in the van. I'll do whatever I need to do. You just tell me what to do when you guys finish arguing about it.
Yeah, I'll kind of try to guide. You said John was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just guide John a little bit over to the side against probably a nearby building. Because I'm assuming you said he just does not have energy now.
No, he's
Yeah.
like just like mumbling, rambling, like fucking stumbling, staggering.
Yeah.
All the synonyms.
Set him down and just be like, why don't you wait here? We'll go find Sin for you and we'll make sure she's okay.
And he's like, here again.
And you will.
Um.
I'm gonna knock him out so you can take a nap.
I mean, you
So-
might want to use drugs for that. These guys.
Yeah, yeah. So do you have any drugs on you that you could use?
Any kind of first aid kit or something, or med kit or some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
Or an
med kit or
air
first
rifle?
aid.
Yeah. I got like
Yeah?
a first aid kit.
Okay, yeah. We can say that you just get him with like some sort of like sleeping medication or something like that.
Here, take your NyQuil.
Take 2 of these and we'll see you when you wake up.
Yeah.
Do I have like a wallet of some type
Um
or a cred chip?
No,
he does
homeless.
not. And also when you offer him the drugs, he goes, "No. Don't feed me more."
Oh, these are naughty ones. These will help you feel better. Trust me.
Oh,
He's like-
spade.
He's like, "What?"
Buddy, did somebody else give you the drug that you want?
That's what. Yeah.
He's like, "4 of them. It's home is fine."
Where?
He's like, north.
Is that kind of where I might suspect? Damn it! It was a
Or
weird.
no,
name.
actually, he'd say, Central Station.
Oh, I hit back.
Central Station. Now we got 2 places we can look. We can try and go and find our main line up in Jordan. We can go to Central Station.
Well, whereabout is Skintles located? They're
Skintles has a corporate headquarters in Centrum.
Centrum, but not Central.
Yeah, no, Central Station and Centrum are different areas.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
they have a headquarter in Centrum.
What's at
Don't
Central
forget-
Station?
Central Station is the big train loading industrial
Oh, okay.
bay. Yeah,
okay.
so it's industrial docks, a big train station, and industrial loading bays. And what were you saying, Bambino?
Don't forget, there's the bridge itself to go look at.
Yep.
Fruit?
I'm
Hey,
just kind of
hey,
looks at
buddy,
this
you
like.
got an agent I can get in contact with if we need you?
He's like, hmm, like sort of thing, like, and he like kind of rustles through his pockets. He like pulls out a dirty like piece of newspaper and like looks at you guys and holds up his hand for like a pen or a pencil.
I'll give him one.
And he fucking scrawls some shit on it and crumples it in his hand as he hands it to you.
Lovely. We'll get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a look at the number or whatever info we put and scan it into my internal agent.
Oh yeah, I'll hand
Right.
it off to you. I'm
And
just like, nope.
Hand it
it's
off.
an address. It's like a crossroads. And it's a crossroads in like Centrum. But in like a kind of tucked away part of Centrum over by Nemo. So it's kind of up by like this bridge area. It's like these crossroads right here.
I can't
I know
see.
that my ping is tiny. There we go.
Oh,
That's the
Nemo.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hard place to find, I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fun fact, the people who used to own the Nemo Museum of Technology lost Nemo because now Zero Point, the only Netrunner gang in town, because they've violently fought off every other organized Netrunner gang, pretty much owns all of Nemo and all of the docks around Central Station, Nemo side. But yeah, no, it's a rough part of town. But yeah,
Making a note
he's
on the
he-
map.
yeah, he takes the pills, fucking thuds his head against the wall, which causes like a crack to go up, and just like just is zooted.
Was hoping he had something for payment, compensation.
He's homeless.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
very
know, with
homeless.
that kind of tech inside of him.
Yeah, right?
Scene has a brief thought and then decides against it. Let's not Ripper dock him.
Yeah, and D actually makes mention of that. Yeah, it's like, wonder where he got tech like that anyway.
Could be ex-military.
Maybe White Wolf, something
Possible.
like that. Car tech, maybe. And he shrugs and goes, "Well, Central Station is crawling with both White Wolf and new human. So, Canal Belt. Or if you're looking at 9 streets, you're dealing with 9 street goons. If you're looking Canal Belt, where they found a couple of the bodies, north is run by river rats and some of the Scarlattis.
Let's do what Bambino suggested and start with the bridge. And probably
Balance.
back at the van at that
Wait,
Yeah.
what did we need to go to the canal belt for?
That's where bodies were found. Some
Yeah,
of them.
some of the bodies from this cyber psycho serial killer have been found in North Canal Belt and around 9 streets.
I was gonna say, for him, look, I might be able to. Well, if you're gonna go to the canal belts, let me know. It's probably best if I tag along.
No, we're sticking together for this one. Cyber Psycho, I don't got any kind of defense against that. Looking to D and then Dove, because Dove mentioned that he was some type of bouncer.
Yeah.
A little confusing that Dove, but he still was like,
Yeah. He's like, Believe it or not, I'm not exactly a combat guy, but I can fuck something up if you put me in front of it with a gun. Like, he kind of nudges his assault rifle on his back.
Yeah. Yeah,
But, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll open the trunk probably or the back. I guess it doesn't have a trunk,
Mm-hmm.
and grab like mm, I don't know what I need from my bag. Just check my bag, make sure everything's still in one piece, because we
Yes.
left this van out there.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good. Your van was
Okay.
not broken into. The bouncers actually kind of watched your van because you're here on official
Oh,
business.
I will grab my tech tool,
Hell yeah.
because I can probably fix this dent. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
if you
have
have
I have a
a
crazy land vehicle tech skills. So yeah, I've got a 15 in it.
yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, then you can easily fix this without fucking any problem. It's just like it's not like engine damage, it's just like bend it back into shape.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
I've got a tech scanner, which is 1,000 credits.
Jesus. But yeah, I think that we will call it here for the night so that all of the players can mull about what they are thinking. I'm going to actually give you guys a job handout. Job. Dame
We've
and
got
the
3
bridge.
potential leads. I love it.
Yes. And this is going to be in everybody's journal, and everybody can edit it. Here's your little note-keeping tab for this particular job.
The dime and the bridge.
Yep. But yeah, so we are gonna call it tonight. Let's get some quick old outros, and then we'll get out of here. Let's start with the Bambino himself.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Bambino, but you can call me that one old ass. Anyways, you just saw me playing Bambino, the creaky old fart that is at this point really wishing he had just stayed retired. All this walking shit is that's young people shit. And besides, all of these whippersnappers, they got ideas. They don't listen. They don't got no respect. Don't they understand how long it took me to get to this spot? They should just listen to me. So you can also find me on, tomorrow playing Yakshas, where shit's about to get real. We're gonna probably burn down more of the rainforest and cause more damage than, never mind. Burning shit down is just, that low-hanging fruit. You can also find me on, Sunday. Sunday, running Tales from the Cosmos, where our band of intrepid heroes is, our band of misfits, really. They decided, let's go dig through Urves's mind, because that's a great idea to have all those people in there at once. You can also find me on Monday playing Twinkle Bailey, where, one of our NPCs just turned into the sun, so, yeah. And, Wednesdays, where I'm playing Acer, the person who's really tired of having the cops called on them. And if it weren't just easier to just... Actually, we may end up incapacitating or killing all the cops. Depends how we feel on Wednesday. That's me.
All right, excellent. Let's move on to Spate.
Hi. Hold on, I got something in my throat.
I'm like, just hi.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm Scott. I played this Spade Dude. This system's kind of cool. I like it. So yeah, I'm playing another healer. What is it with me and playing healers? I don't know. You always need a healer. Every group needs one. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. Okay. On the list. Okay. Tomorrow, late tomorrow, we got Ballad of the Menagerie, where I play Captain Chess. Not the greatest captain, but hey, we got our negotiations and we do stuff the big boys don't want to do. Then on Saturday we got Bitter Ends, the Apocalypse Waterworld session thing. I don't know. I played Castiel, and we're meandering through some random dungeon. I don't know. It's weird. Now there's things eating. I don't know. Then on Sunday, I'm in Cosmos too. Play this dude named Vergara, who sat around and listened to stories. And then there's Anduin, who got praised for his cleaning. And then he's like, oh, let's go in somebody else's mind. Sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Huh.
Okay. Then Monday, I'm in Firestrike as Xander. He survived the library being blown up. Yay. Now I gotta go compile my research to come up with the answers so that I can write the world.
Huh.
And then Tuesday, I had so much time saying it. Now we gotta call it the Beyond, where I played No Name. Yes, that's the name of my character, No Name. And hopefully next Tuesday we get to that and actually can do stuff, because that was kind of a fun system. And then on Wednesday, I'm also in Hinch Dimensions Night. And for some reason, my brain cannot remember what in the world we did. But, oh yeah, I went and stole drugs again. Because
Nice.
apparently I'm collecting drugs. And now I'm hanging out in a more tight surgical area and then invisible, and we'll see what happens. And then, oh wait, that's the end of the list. Yay!
Woo! All right. Next is Devlin.
I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming. And yeah, I was playing Devlin, who looks a lot like Forrest Whitaker. Talks a lot like Forrest Whitaker if my impression was anywhere near okay. And well, that's tomorrow, Friday, I am in Yakshas as John Howler Zulu, the super soldier who drives a giant mech that has not only gorilla arms, but gorilla body. On Sunday, in Tales from the Cosmos, as one or two or three out of three different characters with funny voices, either an elf monk, a human wizard, or an android investigator.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's kind of out there. Uh, on Tuesday, I'm in the Beyond as Torlock, who rides the lightning, and he has two lightning-themed swords. And on Wednesday, I run from Hench to Mensch, where the henchmen want to be supervillains that play in the game. Well, let's just say the police are closing in, and it's not even their crimes that have been investigated. And that's it.
All right. Excellent. Estray.
Yes, I'm Brian. I played a Stray tonight, the little old hacker type person. And, well, I'll eventually hack into Gimp's bank account. We'll see what's in there.
Hmm.
Let's say that's the day. On Sundays, in Cosmos, I either play Vraklana, the Cobalt, well, blue Cobalt. Let's get it right. They are colored. Blue Cobalt Witch that sizes up every sentient being on a barbecue scale. Probably because she's like 100% carnivore. Or I play Sarza, the fletchling monk shadow dancer, who hasn't had a lot of time yet. So hopefully we rectify that. And on Monday, you can find me playing in Fire Strike. Oh, words are hard today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ryan Old Dragon, the engineer who, well, if you think of a 1900s Irish dock worker in New York, well, you pretty well got what the character is. He's loud and he can be obnoxious, but he's waiting for that fist fight with Bernward.
Yeah, right?
He wants to fight Bernward.
I mean,
He has a death
Bernward,
wish.
Burn Ward does in fact like to fight everybody.
We'll just have to see how it goes. But and then Tuesdays I do run the Beyond, set in the Numenera system on planet Earth, 9 billion, well, 1 billion years in the future. So come out and see what that's like. And the creatures are interesting.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's it.
All right, excellent. That brings us to Dove.
Hi ho, friendolos. My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught he. Actually, no. I'm gonna do it in more proper for this. Hi ho, chumbolas. It's
Ah.
me, Nightheart. James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today playing Dove, the guy who's pretty much V, because I haven't quite figured out a voice for this character yet that actually fits with the concept that I have in mind. The
Honestly,
soiled dove.
your voice just standard feels like it would work really well for Dove.
Fair. The former. Hope you're not calling me a prostitute. The former prostitute turned combat guy who's here to kick ass, take names, and save dames. And you can also find me here on Fridays where I run Yakshas, the mech combat game, where we're going to get into a fucking cartel mansion compound thing raid tomorrow. Come for the fun, stay for the explosions, and the crimes against humanity, and the deforestation that I'm sure these guys are going to cause.
They told me not to burn down the whole jungle, okay?
The whole jungle.
You
You can also find me here on Sundays, where I play a lot of different characters, including Urves, the one whose brain is going to get poked around in by rat people. Because we do have in our party the giant rat who makes all the rules.
Rats, he is
We
the
are
rats.
the rats. And none Mondays, none Tuesdays, none Wednesdays. And every other Thursday, I'm also here, again, in the Call of Cthulhu game where I play Ian West in Project of Robo, who just doesn't know Ian what's going on. And that joke's never going to get old.
True.
And yeah, that's me.
All right, and that leads us to Scene.
What up, everybody? No, what up? Sass McNasty 69. Yeah. Yeah, I played Scene, who is a nomad playing a rogue because, dear God, the number of skill points I had to dump into random stuff. Oh my God. I have skill points in like every single social skill and every single freaking vehicle type skill. And I've got some in archery. I've got some in brawl. It's all over the board, y'all. But yeah, beyond that, you can catch me every other weekend for the bitter ends, uh, for as long as time remaining allows, because your boy does have a job. Just got to pass a drug test. Should be easy. Um, where I'll be working overnights, and that will include Saturdays, unfortunately. So for the current time being, I'm still there though. We've got plenty of time. It's gonna be like 2 months from now or something. Beyond that, you can catch me every other Sunday, or not every other Sunday. Wow, every Sunday. Whew. Every Sunday, as yes, the rat who likes to go in people's minds. If you have trouble with your memory, I'll help you.
I'm the
But no, really,
giant rat
he,
who makes all of the
he
rules.
serves Baba Yaga, and Baba Yaga's primary thing is, that kind of stuff, like help people in trouble, primarily women, because Baba Yaga hates men. What does that say about Keurig? Beyond that, you can catch me as multiple other characters in that game, doing all sorts of things within, outside, and all around the Silver Spire. And it's crazy fun. You should swing by and check us out. On Mondays, you can catch us probably for what's that season end recap thing? I think we'll probably do it this Monday, or maybe I don't know. We'll find out. But I'll be all over Burn, the bear who is just a bear, biotechnician and biohacker. Uh, and yeah, I think it's the Sifter that exploded, which is Val, or not Val. Wow, I'm saying it now. God, Val's in every game, y'all. She left the cosmos and just wandered into every other game. Uh, that's what happened when she walked out that door. You can catch me also in Numenera's Tuesday game and the Beyond as I think I was Jace. I think it's Jace, the seeker, inquisitive seeker who exists in two places. And yeah, one is using Foundry, which is so much better than Roll20. What? And two, it's really cool because it's like 9 Earth times of rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall, and getting to find all the artifacts of the past Earths. You can also catch me Wednesdays in Hitch Dimension, Shadowhound, the superpowered assassin for hire who has failed at his job tremendously and gotten his ass beat by multiple people, including Ultimate. He hates magic. Um, but now he's working up with some new people, and we're going to try to do what we can to take down the villain because we're the better villains. Damn fucking right. Let's kill some people. And then that wraps around back to here. Oh, I missed Fridays, didn't I? Holy shit. You can catch me on Fridays. I was thinking about Saturdays and being sad. You can catch me on Fridays as Sin, aka Hunter, aka Sin, who drives a mech that just falls apart in the battlefield and then uses all its pieces to control the battlefield. Yay, me. And that wraps it back around, and that's it.
All right, and that leads it to me. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free, and you have caught me today running Cyberpunk RED, New Amsterdam. Very fucking excited about this setting. I've got a lot of good shit planned for this. I've been running this setting unofficially for years now. I think it's been years, right? James? Or
Something
Gunnar?
like that, yeah.
Oh,
Multiple
yeah.
years.
Yeah, so I've always got millions of ideas about this thing. You can also catch me every other Thursday. So next Thursday will be Project Severovo, where yeah, we got the boys in a bit of a situation here. Or in a little bit of oopsie doopsie, a little bit of a fucky wucky that they gotta figure out. Friday, tomorrow, you can catch me playing Frank in Yakshas, the less stable than he puts forward, but still mostly stable. Well, he's the dad of the group. He has some nice moments. Mech pilot who burns everything to the ground. Every other Saturday, you can catch me in The Bitter Int, where I play Greasy, host of KRUST 6.66 The Crust, the hottest shit that floated to the top of the bathtub. Where, yeah, he's, right now, he's being surprisingly observant and intelligent because somebody told him to mark sharp and he just happened to roll double sixes all night. Also, I'll be playing another character. I'll be playing Hot Pot. You know what that means. I'll be role-playing with myself. So, anyway, you can also catch me on Mondays where I play ex-Paralicker Burnward, who is now a Knight of Patella. A cop. God, I hate you, Chris. And that is it for me. If you are currently watching on Twitch, thank you so very much. We love you. But also, you can catch us on YouTube at youtube.com/Paradise Theater. So you can watch this again and 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 again. And never forget the fun times. And if you're currently watching on YouTube, watching again and again and again and again and again and again and again, why don't you catch this live, silly? You dummy, you stinky. Thank you for watching our videos, though. Please comment. The only comments we're getting on our YouTube videos are like spam comments from this same account, and I don't know how to ban them. So fill our comment sections with things that are fun instead of that stupid spam account, please and thank you. Appreciate it. But catch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. And if you like the hot, fast, and sexy world of scheduling, you also happen to enjoy a little bit of community interaction, and you like memes, catch us at Pair Theater on Twitter. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free. Catch my music at Michael Burley at SoundCloud. And that is going to be me. And from everybody here, let's get a good old-fashioned, I don't even know what to R.I.P. R.I.P. potentially Serenity?
Sure,
Yeah,
say it just like that
R.I.P.
too.
R.I.P.
Potentially Serenity?